Hello, welcome back to Just Casting. You're with me, Kyle.
Dave.
Can I say something?
You can say something now.
Alex?
And Jose. Just a fair warning, Alex is drunk as shit already.
Yeah, apparently. I got here and he was drunk. It was crazy.
Jesus,
lightweight. You know what? Intro yourself, Jared. I decided to change my mind.
Oh, well, I said my name.
Oh, you did? Nobody was listening.
Nobody cares.
I did not hear that. Did anybody hear that?
Alex was yelling and you know. Yeah.
You know what? I heard it.
That's what counts. That's what counts, Jared.
That's what we call self-esteem.
Yes.
And that's good enough for me.
Yes.
Well, Jared, where are you in the universe and time and space and other things?
I'm currently at the 2014 NFL Draft, which will take place on April 20th.
Oh, weird.
How's that going?
First of all, the Jets still suck.
Okay.
All right. We were looking for news.
Yeah.
Not things we
I
kind of already
can't
expect.
give away specifics.
Who won the Super
but
Bowl?
I can tell you who sucks.
Okay.
Who won the Super Bowl?
Who wins the Super Bowl? Oh, I'm not going to tell you that.
You son of a bitch.
Because then we'll make
I'm
so
not
much
gonna
money.
God damn
Put
it.
thousands of dollars down on that.
That'd be awesome.
That's why you fucking suck.
We have one fan that like really thinks Jared's like a time traveler and puts like his life savings on whoever we say. Yeah, we do. We do.
We totally do.
Bill is like
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Tennis?
I totally should start doing
You don't know
that.
Tennis's name? Oh, you have been gone.
Wait, tennis has a name?
Yeah, it's Bill.
What?
How did you find this out?
Can you stop being an asshole? One of us is drunk and easily confused, and you had to ruin the joke.
Wait.
He still isn't listening, so he still doesn't know it's not serious.
Hold on. Tennis has revealed his name. He has spoken to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Bill Myers. He's from Wisconsin.
Since when did he contact you?
Like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, actually, I remember it. It's
Really?
Right. Yeah. He's a good guy, actually.
Tennis is like a actual like faithful listener. He actually like tells us his name or his from.
We had a guest episode with him, you idiot.
No.
This guy's called us in.
You're fucking lying.
Yeah.
Go look it up
no,
on the fucking
no.
arc. It's in the
Jared couldn't make
No.
it one day,
No.
and we were
No.
we were talking to him.
No.
You
There's
missed
not-
it.
no,
Well,
there's
that's
no
what you
way.
get for not coming here
There's
for
no
about
way.
6 months.
Tennis has actually been on the podcast.
Yes.
No.
His name is
Why-
William
No.
Myers. We call him Bill.
You just fucking, no.
He's
Nobody
got-
calls him William. That's ridiculous.
We got him. He has a wonderful merkin.
no.
And
All right, I don't want to. I'm gonna have to spoil something for everyone. I may have gone back in time and told little young Billy to listen to our podcast, or else I was gonna kill his family.
That actually explains the fear in his voice. That's
Makes so much sense all of a sudden.
Also, by the way, we were having a thing and you had to drop the word merkin. What is wrong with you, Dave?
he's got a merkin.
Nobody has a merkin.
William Shatner has a merkin.
William Shatner is not a human being.
He's
just William Shatner.
He's got a wig and a merkin.
He's a robot constructed for...
A merkin is a wig for your dick. You needed to know.
Wait.
Yeah,
It actually is.
How do you know this?
that's a thing.
How do you know this?
That is a thing.
Well,
'Cause
back-
I am wearing one right
During
now.
like this 17th century and earlier, women would shave their pubes off to not get like pubic lice and all that shit, and they would put a merkin there because apparently people liked a hairy bush back then.
Wow.
And that's
Wait,
your
wait.
education for the day.
Talking about hair on your dick
Some
or hair on your
Snapple
balls?
fun fact.
It's your pubes.
It's
The
fake
more you
pubes.
know.
It's fake pubes.
So that's not a fake. That's not hair on your dick.
Oh, but
that implies you're putting a wig in
But
your
your
head.
pubes frame your dick.
Yeah, no, but like
So they are like that. That's the service of
No, you're
pubes.
implying that you're putting a wig in your head.
That's the service of pubes.
Yeah.
To shape your crotch area.
Yeah, it's the frame. You know, it's the frame to your dick.
So it's fake pubes rather than like a wig on your dick.
Yes.
It's
Because
still
we've
a-
seen so many wigs on our dicks. That's like
I
the
don't
new.
know.
Wait! New business venture. Bill, are you listening? we need an investor.
I don't. I still
Bill's
believe
pretty
this.
wealthy.
I
by
don't
the way.
believe this.
Bill.
Where do you think I got this?
I don't believe
What do you?
Bill
where
is
do you
ve-
get that he's wealthy?
Bill's really wealthy.
I don't believe you had tennis on this podcast. There's no way. You're fucking with me.
Have you been listening?
No, but you're fucking.
Well, then
with
go
me.
listen, you fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, go on YouTube.
You're fucking with me.
Tennis is
No.
you talked to
right.
wait. You as a guy who
podcast
talks.
sucks. I'll never listen to
Yeah,
it.
I know, right? You as a person who used to talk to people on YouTube and put up videos and correspond with people on YouTube.
And call your YouTube friends while drunk at a bonfire.
Oh, that was weird. Oh, that's weird.
You're a fucking weirdo, Alex.
Were you weren't there.
I probably
I
wasn't.
talked to
that.
them for like a while.
You did.
God.
It was awesome. They thought they were making fun of me, and the whole time I was making fun of them.
I forgot about that. But yeah, that did happen. I haven't talked to him in like a little bit, but still, I don't believe that. How did tennis come across?
Oh, didn't I try to like convince them you were 15?
I don't know. I was a little drunk. I don't remember.
Oh my lord.
When would you be drunk? Besides this moment.
Not that often anymore. Not that often anymore.
Not that often anymore.
You're never here anymore. That's
Yeah,
why
I
you're not
know.
drunk.
Is this like a special occasion that you had to get drunk for?
Kinda.
Yes.
Well, I don't know what. Yeah, if you would show up more, you'd be drunk more.
I would. But still, how did it come about where tennis actually... Did you contact tennis or tennis
Well,
contacted
no,
you?
he commented on one of the videos, so I started talking to him on YouTube.
He's
Like,
our only
and then
fan.
I
I
got
mean,
his
why
email
not?
And we started corresponding.
He's our only fan. Why
Well, then
should
the guy
why shouldn't
clearly
we?
uses Skype. He's a YouTube
Yeah,
guy.
but still,
Yeah.
I thought he only like commented on my videos on my channel.
No,
No,
he's
no,
not a new one.
he switched over.
Yeah.
Yeah, he switched over. He found us on our new YouTube thing. So yeah, he's doing that.
Why did anybody
Oh, that I did not know.
He
Because
told
you don't fucking answer text messages.
because he told me specifically.
What,
he
am I
had
supposed to
work.
call you?
Maybe you're supposed to tell me that tennis contacted us.
You would know if you showed up besides once every 10 months.
Can we get off
I
of?
don't know.
I was in the last episode.
Kyle, have you seen his room? I really don't blame him.
He's not in his room.
He is in his room.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. He is in his room with his candles lit, having a
Masturbating.
nice time.
Masturbating on his merkin.
The master merchant.
He is-
I can't grow pubes. Dave, I can't grow pubes.
I don't know. Just in
You
case
have,
you want
uh,
to put pubes over your.
What's
pubes.
that disease where you don't have any hair?
I don't know. I was about to say
Albino?
melanoma.
No, what? Melanoma is skin cancer.
I know. That's why I said I was about to say it.
Albino-ness. No, it's not it.
No, they
No.
grow. Albinos have hair.
Yeah, but barely.
Albino-ness. You're so
No, they just
fucked
have
up.
like white hair.
I don't know. They have cancer. I don't
No,
fucking
they
know.
don't.
It's a fucking mutation, not
To
cancer.
be
you
fair,
idiot.
they
No,
do get
no.
cancer very easily. They don't have fucking cancer off the mark. Like when you have an
No,
albino
it's-
kid, you aren't like.
Right when they're out of the womb,
That's
your
what I'm
kid has
talking
cancer
about.
and he's
No, no.
albino.
Unrelated to albino-ness, you can have cancer if you have
Yes,
no hair.
if you walk outside, you probably will get cancer if you're an albino. But
Yes.
Is it?
that's why they need little umbrellas
They
everywhere.
need little umbrellas.
Yeah.
You see albino people with
Also
pearls
known
all
as vampirism.
Or daywalkers,
You're
maybe.
No, what? No, they're the opposite.
Well,
of
gingers are
daywalkers.
daywalkers.
No, they're not.
Who's a daywalker?
People with red hair and not pale skin are daywalkers.
Oh,
Kyle
oh.
Broflowski is
Is
a
a
daywalker.
daywalker. Okay.
Oh,
Regardless,
okay.
anyway, we never met tennis ever. We never did a podcast with him. Go away, drunk.
I knew it.
I know this has been going on far too long.
Were you starting to believe us?
No,
Ah.
maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little
He's
bit.
I
easily
like to think
convinced
a
of
little
things
bit.
when he's sober.
No, shut up. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Anyway,
So anyway,
I wanted to start this episode because I had a little rant from earlier today that when I was at the shop.
This is about Mike saying he doesn't like to get up at before 9 a.m. I don't care about it.
Honestly, it was.
I know.
Then we
because
don't
you
care.
posted on his Facebook.
Yeah, because I put fucking white people problems. And I have a question for you, all you four gentlemen.
Okay.
What time do you guys normally get up?
I have no job and I'm not in school currently, so whenever I fucking feel like
Do you
it.
want to know for school or work?
Either or.
Well, work I used to get up at 6,
Okay.
but for school I get up at like 10.
All right.
I get up normally around 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Well, it's a long story for me.
Every day?
No.
Every day it's a different hour.
Well, I'm currently taking the semester off, and for Best Buy, for the past 2 weeks, they've been giving me 2 days a week. So, like me, 11 or 12.
Right here,
Holy
11 or
motherfucker.
12.
Right
11 or
here.
12.
I don't
Holy
even. I get up at basically like
Okay.
7 a.m. every day, but
Yeah.
even,
still
even on my
same day.
even on my weeks off, my days off, and my dad, who is a white guy and is Russian, probably the whitest of all the people,
Is he a
gets up at
daywalker?
5:30 every morning for the past 35 years.
Yeah, but the reason I wrote this because he's bitching about having to do shit.
Because he bitches about everything. Have you followed his Facebook?
That's true.
As your
But it's something that I've noticed. It's more an attack on this generation. We're full of a bunch of whiny bitches.
Oh yeah, we were
Yeah.
named like the most.
Who's doing the
gentle-
bitching?
All of us.
This generation.
We were named like
Oh,
the
this
most.
generation. Oh, hell yeah.
God damn it, Jared.
Name what? Name what?
Like the most gentlest, like late.
Gentlest? What the fuck word is that?
Like we were just like the safest generation that we don't want to do
I don't know about
anything. We want to be PC, shit like that. And we
Yeah.
don't want to get
Yeah.
up. We don't want to do anything.
Well, I have a point about that. Like, it is harder to find a job now than it was back in our parents'
well, that's just because there's more people.
or grandparents' time So I agree with it somewhat, but again, I don't agree with it because of that fact.
But
Because
people are also lazy. That's
People
are more lazy.
Yeah.
But some people are very lazy.
But no, I mean it's the trend is super easy to see. World War II, greatest generation, hardworking motherfuckers. Like, hey, I'll go.
the most coolest war
I'll
ever.
go the most justified war. It was the only justified war in my mind.
It's the only war that brought all of us together,
know.
except for the Nazis.
Yeah, the Nazis, even the Italians and Japanese
gonna
are
say,
like,
what about-
that was weird. Why were you guys on the wrong side? Germans are like, you fucking fuckheads. They're
Yeah.
like, we're not Nazis anymore.
Yeah.
Um.
the Nazis were a specific political party of the Germans.
Wow, they also did take over an entire country.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
took
but,
it over
yeah.
pretty quick.
I mean, our last pope was in the Hitler Youth.
Yes.
It was actually. It's true.
Thank God that fucker's gone.
Yeah.
Still, yeah,
Regardless,
he was a bad
but
player.
they're kids. But the point is, they were the most hardworking motherfuckers ever.
Yeah.
They had the experience of their parents that were in the Industrial Revolution, and they had some of the benefits of new technologies. They got to go live in suburbia. Then they saw the shit they saw. They didn't want their kids to have that, so they taught their kids, like, grow up, get a job, marry a woman, have babies, die. That's the way to live.
Just
You
fucking
don't
die.
You don't
Yeah.
want to do what I did. Just have a clean, normal
Yeah.
life. That's
Now-
that's the 50s. Their kids, they said basically the same thing to them, except their kids were like, "Fuck you. You have no reason to. I have no.
I don't want to be safe. I want to do these drugs.
I have no reason to believe you. What did you do?"
Yeah.
So they did all sorts of drugs and banging in the 60s and the
Yeah, they
70s.
fuck like minxes.
Then the 70s happened, and it was sort of the aftermath of that. And then everything after that, it was sort of like everything was so fucking good for everyone. We had so much money and power, and we were just like, this is great. It's the 80s. Everyone does coke.
Yeah.
And then
Grandma's doing coke now.
Well, and
Yeah.
cassette
Our
tapes.
parents-
Cassette tapes came out. That
Yeah.
made everyone want to do coke.
that was
too.
awesome. I mean, have you seen those? Those are
Cassette
great.
tapes.
I see cassettes, and I'm just like, blow. But
Cassettes made
It's
people
like
do-
natural.
Hold on. Jared says cassette tapes made people do coke.
It's
Is
a
that
joke,
true?
you fuck. It's a joke.
I know, but still, I wanted to know why Jared said that.
There's like a natural instinct for people now.
Like, I
Like they
don't-
see cassette tapes and they're like, I have to do it. I need to buy a mound of
Dude, if my-
Scarface coke
My
right
life
now.
was run. If the only way I was doing music was through through listening to cassette tapes, I would do some coke too.
I mean, yeah, all that rewind time.
Fuck rewind. Why do
There
we do
is
that anymore?
so much
Let me get
rewind
through
time.
my
Cassette tapes
15
suck.
more seconds.
Yeah,
of
let him go with it. I
We
got,
got
I
to
still
the
got something else to
80s.
say.
We're really close to being done.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah,
Because I want
it's very
to make a
close.
comparison when Kyle's done.
The kids of the 70s looked at their childhoods, and like my parents were born. My dad was born 1960. He was the exact same age as the That 70s Show kids.
Yeah.
Their childhoods were all like, hey, we're climbing on top of schools to get shit, we're going in the woods, we're having fun. And then so many of their friends got fucking, like, broken, like fell off of fences and, destroyed their, like, bodies doing, like, weird shit just because they had no, supervision. That when they had kids,
They're like, you're not doing any
yeah,
of
you're not
this.
fucking going outside. And then
It's a
also,
cycle. It's honestly.
and then also in the 80s, suddenly pedophiles showed up. There were no pedophiles before 1985.
Apparently-
I'm pretty sure they were
not
pedophiles.
true.
There weren't known
There's
pedophiles.
no. The first guy, his name was like Joe Ramsey, was in it was Bill Meyer in Wisconsin.
It was Bill Meyer.
He was the first one that looked at a kid and was like, I like that.
No.
And he came,
I'm pretty sure it was earlier.
but I was talking to my parents about this. My mom said that the reason I wasn't allowed to go out like free like they were was like you see TV became, you were seeing all the kidnappers, all the child molesters, all that, and suddenly parents were like, "Oh fuck that."
Yeah,
I'm not-
you guys aren't
my
going
kids
out.
are staying inside.
Pedophilia has been around forever. It's nothing nothing new. It's just in like.
Well, the
it's
internet
in-
didn't really help
It's
it.
in society that it's like a thing now. It's society. It really is.
It does seem to be more.
Pedophilia. It can't
Well,
be.
no,
it
there
can't be.
actually can because there's more
No.
people than ever,
Well, yeah. Well, maybe. Well, besides that,
like significantly more
besides
since
population
1950.
growth, pedophilia probably has been around since the man. The born of time.
Yeah, there's probably.
Well,
The
certain-
beginning of
But the
man.
thing is, though, it may have existed, but no one could act upon it because they didn't really have access
Also,
to it.
certain civilizations were not against it.
Yeah, too.
yeah, who the fuck knows what?
Greeks
These-
were
yeah.
pretty
You
don't
pro.
know.
I love Greek. I love Greek history. and it's like everything they do is cool, everything they set up is awesome, their mythology is great, and then you get to like the boy fucking, and you're like, guys,
you
It
fucked
reminded
up.
me that I saw a movie over the weekend. By
Cool.
the way.
You saw a boy get
No,
fucked?
no, Greek.
Was it on the internet?
did you see Hercules?
Yes, I did. Was I got my mother? My mother wanted
Hercules
to go.
got a 2% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Your
And
mom wanted to go.
My mother wanted to go, and I didn't want to let. I didn't want.
She a big fan of Kalen Lutz?
What's up?
She a big fan of Kalen Lutz?
What the fuck's the guy's name?
Yeah.
No, she wanted to see it because that's her type of movie, and I just went with her.
That's my type
Did-
of movie.
did
And I
she-
saw the trailer and I was like, holy shit, is this bad?
Did she like it?
But she likes
I
every
definitely
movie.
want to take my mom to see this.
She likes every movie, so her opinion isn't really like a critic opinion.
How about you? Did you like it?
It was exactly what I expected to be.
There's another Hercules movie coming out this year starring The Rock.
Yeah, which is probably going to be 10 times better.
But anyway, well, yeah, our generation's fucked because
Wait,
our
wait.
parents'
It's-
generation was cool.
She's starring The Rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
As Hercules.
Yeah, it's Hercules.
I can see that.
Yeah, no.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
I don't think
fine.
cover up his tattoos,
But,
but other than that,
I
yeah.
wanted to make a small point about the whole generation thing. Like, you guys, you can say that I'm a very hardworking person. Right?
Generally, yes.
Yeah.
2 jobs, 40+ hours a week, full-time grad student.
Can't put up a goddamn podcast to save your life, but go on.
Yeah. it's a fair point.
yeah.
But anyway,
I get it now.
talking to my father and uncle, I realized what I do now is considered being a bitch to them in terms of workload. And I found that a little staggering.
Well, it's different. We were just
Well-
raised differently.
You were. Society's different.
I would
times
also be
different.
careful at what not old people, but like older people say, because sometimes as
That's
time
true.
goes on, 20 years in the future, they tend to think that they worked harder than they actually did.
I mean,
Well,
even,
hold on, just time for a second. My uncle Beto might have more money than my father. I just found out,
regardless.
and what it was because he works 16 hours a day, 5 days a week.
No, and which is extreme, but like Jared's point is true. Like even think about us currently today, when all the time we spend judging the younger people that are like, well, in the '90s we had cool shit, and like everyone looks back at their old time and like we were better and we worked harder, we were smarter, and it's really none of it means anything.
Yeah, because the next generation is going to say the
It's all
same
like,
thing.
basically, our generation is in the generation of the hippies.
But I do
Wait,
completely.
whoa! We all need to pause. Right? Did you just say we're the generation of hippies?
We're new age
We are
hippies.
new age hippies.
I understand what he's saying.
Maybe we're in the age of like the drugs, but we are in the same mentality.
Well, no,
of
drugs have
hippies.
never stopped. Drugs have only
I know
ever
that, but, like-
been, always will be.
But like, acid hasn't been as
No, because acid people people realized was completely insane to take, so they moved on to better things like cocaine.
better things.
And more
Like,
cassette
okay.
tapes came out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, then the cassettes came out, and then the cocaine riot.
It's all cyclists. You have like strict parents, lenient parents, strict parents, lenient parents. Like
Yeah, because
laid back
now-
kids, like try hard kids, laid back.
But
kids,
no,
try hard
the
kids.
reason we're fucked is that we don't have strict parents. We have weird in the middle parents that are trying not to be strict, but they're like, well, I can't just let them do whatever I want. Like, we have people that are trying to do both and are failing at both.
Exactly, I agree.
I'm just going to let my kids just go anywhere.
Me too. I'm
Just
gonna
do whatever.
you want.
I don't care if you die. I'll just make another one.
I'll make another one. I don't care. Just do what you want.
I'll call them the same name.
Pumping
It's not-
out a unit.
Be a
Yeah.
hobo, be like
That's what they used to
a
do a long time ago.
Your mom is just a fuck
Yeah,
bot.
but did you know, since not fertility, since the life, what the fuck's the word I'm looking
Life
for?
expectancy.
Mortality.
Since the mortality rate was so low for children back then, sometimes when one died, they immediately named the next one the same name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
wait.
that was only if they were like a baby or something.
Yeah. But
What's that
still, like,
version
that fucked up some kids mentally when they found out when they were older.
Yeah.
Well, you just don't tell them. Like a good parent.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah,
But there was only,
that's
like,
what-
6
That's what they
names
did
back
in
then.
World War II. If you were bipolar, they just ignored you.
No, hold on.
They thought it was the devil in you.
ADD didn't exist.
I don't think
Bipolarness didn't exist. Depression.
Speak
didn't
into your
pretty
microphone,
sure-
you drunk bastard.
I think depression
I'm serious.
existed.
Yeah, depression
they just,
always existed.
yeah, I believe they didn't classify it. Like, oh, you have depression.
But it's
they
not-
just called you
exist.
insane.
Now it's
Well, no, they
sensitive.
just called you sad.
Yeah,
when it
you're
was
either
depressing.
sad or
You're just a sad fuck, Joe.
They
sad.
called you sad sack.
Sad sack
You're
of
sad
shit.
or in like in a mental hospital. Now you're like, oh, well, just see a therapist and try to work things out. But back then,
Here's
you
a
were
bunch
Well,
of
to be
drugs.
fair, that does help.
It does help.
Here's a cassette tape. I hope you get better. Just
Yeah.
go.
Walk
Time's up.
outside. Ooh,
Blue.
Walk to the corner.
You feel like real, like mental relaxation tapes you can have. There's so many things you can have nowadays. You can cope with depression. And back then, you were either considered sad or insane.
Yeah, why
I'm
don't
gonna
you
duct tape that microphone to your face.
why don't you just take it off and hold it?
I'm talking to it.
No, but we can barely hear you.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
All right, fine.
You've had your mic stand privileges taken away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're done. You're done with
Dave
mic
gets it away.
stand.
That's fine.
But there was one other thing I wanted to talk about today because you guys always bitch about that I don't talk, but I actually have things to talk about today. Did you?
That we take it over anyway.
Yeah. Did you hear about what happened with Southwest?
No.
Oh, I saw
someone
on
else for being fat?
Jim shared that the South apparently like
A
went to the
Southwest,
wrong
I believe it was
airport.
I believe it was Minnesota.
Yeah,
A
went to the wrong
Southwest
airport.
pilot landed in the wrong fucking airport.
Yes, I saw that.
That's an awful pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I tried to defend it a little bit with some prior knowledge I do know. Sometimes if there's two airports in a similar close vicinity of each other, they have the same runway configuration. Islip and Brookhaven, they have runways that go the same direction. So this guy was on the tower of the airport he was supposed to land on. I was like, okay, clear this runway, probably like 06. The runway he landed on wasn't even the same fucking number. So he fucked up on 2 levels.
I'm guessing the airport
Wow.
he landed on was very confused and scared.
Yes!
Well, where was he supposed to land, and where did he land?
I forgot the 2 airports in question. I don't have the article.
Were they
in
both
front
in
of me.
Minnesota?
Yeah, they were.
No, one was in California.
Who the fuck knows? He already fucked up
That's
twice.
what I'm wondering. Like, was he supposed to land in like friggin' Milwaukee, and he landed in like
Hold on.
Alabama?
Let me look it up right now.
What was the guy's explanation of why he did this?
Well, his name was Bill Myers.
Oh, and he was from Wisconsin.
Oh, hold on.
He was
Who is
listening to a
this-
podcast while he was flying.
Who is this Bill Myers from Wisconsin?
We just
We know,
God damn
he's
it.
not tennis. You
we
fucking-
just made him
you
up.
just told
You
me you
fuck.
lied to me.
By the way, I was wrong. It was in.
It doesn't mean tennis isn't
wait,
Bill
what?
Myers. It just means I don't know him.
Oh wow, I was wrong. He was supposed to land in Chicago, Illinois,
Okay.
and landed in Branson, Missouri.
Wait, he literally thought he was at the right airport.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
So
let's-
he's-
That's the wrong airport.
See, I told you.
Hold
and
up.
you were making fun. Oh, he
hold
landed in
up,
California.
hold up a second.
Still wasn't
You guys talk
California.
for a second while I try to figure out how far these airports are from each other.
Seems pretty far.
Hasn't Southwest been on shit recently? Like, it's obviously not like the most reputable. Like,
Not
like,
like recently.
it's not the most reputable company when it comes to
Southwest
like.
gets a bad name.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Well,
Southwest?
didn't their like plane explode last year or something?
They had.
I think that might have been JetBlue. Is that JetBlue? I've been hearing a lot of JetBlue
Have
stuff.
you been, isn't it fucked up how many in the last 3 years like crazy plane incidents?
Yeah, there's been a lot.
like a lot of crashes, a lot of like weird like everything flew off of the
Well,
plane.
here's the flip side. Number one,
a lot of planes.
the
don't
media.
fuck
no,
up.
it's the media. Number one.
Media,
But the media's been this way for decades.
But
it
they-
really
but
seems
when it
like
comes-
the last 3 years have been.
But the
really
thing is,
killer.
like, if you look at all the statistics, the number of airplane incidents, percentage-wise, decreases every year. But
Oh hell yeah!
because there's so many of them, they appear more frequent.
so there are more, but it's less percentage.
Yes.
It's because more people are flying. So when more people do something, the probability of accidents goes up.
But that I don't really understand. How can there be more people flying? Like, it's not like this is a new phenomenon.
More people are
air
comfortable
travel.
Because there's more airplanes, there's more flights, the population's greater.
have tickets become
Yeah,
cheaper?
the
I
company
think
and all
that year
that.
to year the population's not greater.
It still adds up.
It's
I mean.
like, has tickets become
Well, the
cheaper?
population's steadily increasing, but it's just becoming a more usual way of travel than it even was in the 80s, the 90s, or even the early 2000s.
What about in the 60s when everyone was happy and flying on
That's not true.
everyone was
Oh,
flying
like
in
like
suits
like
and
not that many people were flying then.
Pan Am. I watched that show for the one episode that I got canceled.
Oh, shit.
People were afraid that there was a creature on the wing, and William Shatner would freak out.
I love that episode.
Well-
that was my cover photo.
Oh, on the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah, that was
recently.
me. Yeah, that was recently.
Incidentally, do you guys know that was not written by anyone? That was a real event that happened to William Shatner. He just flipped out on a plane one
Are you
day.
serious? So like they took us into the Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
where
they took his his reaction. Yeah, come on,
I can't even hold my own.
What?
You're so fucking stupid.
I'll be back. I have to go rehabilitate myself from Alex.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm trying to find out where the
I
fuck
saw
this.
that, I'm
happened.
so surprised. I saw the episode literally 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that Twilight
The
Zone?
Twilight Zone episode where William Shatner is flying on a plane, shows a fucking gremlin.
Yeah,
and
isn't
tearing
it
up
so-
a piece of part of
Why
the
are
plane.
you just watching the Twilight Zone?
I don't know, because my friend like, here, watch this episode. I'm like, okay. And I just watched it.
It's a lot of fun. It's
so weird.
Yeah, it's so stupid too. I love his face, his O face.
He's like,
ooh,
typical William Shatner face.
yeah. He's so young as fuck.
He really is. He looks nothing like. He looks like a suit and tie version.
Yeah,
But he looks nothing like William Shatner in that episode.
he looks nothing like himself.
He does.
William Shatner does not look like
Yeah,
William
I'm
Shatner.
like, what the fuck is this? What am I watching right now? That's what I thought of myself.
He's in 2 Twilight.
You should have been
episodes.
asked. You should have asked yourself, why have I not been watching this all along?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like Twilight Zone, I've only discovered maybe like a week or two ago.
Twilight Zone is pretty great. There's a ton of great episodes. The other one that he was in, it was him and like his girlfriend. They're on a road trip.
Yeah, the diner one.
Yeah, they stop. They stop at this little town. They go into a diner to eat, and there's like this little. I don't know, like. Okay, you know, like
It's like a little fortune teller thingy.
yeah, you know, like the jukebox thing where you put the
Like
quarter
for
in and you
big?
can play whatever song. It's a little version of that, except it's a fortune thing.
Yeah.
So you put like a
So it's
penny
big,
in.
like big.
It's big, and they put it. You put the thing in, and it pumps out like a little fortune, and it tells you just like if you leave, you might die or something like that.
What are we talking about?
It's a Twilight episode with
They
William
got
Shatner.
Twilight Zone episode.
They got sidetracked while I was trying to find out the information.
Yeah.
And
I know,
it's
but we were
right.
talking about fortune cookies.
Okay.
There's another
Twilight Zone
William
episode.
Shatner
Yeah.
Twilight Zone.
By the way, back to the whole. I misread the article. He didn't take off. He didn't land in Missouri when it was supposed to be Chicago. Both airports they were supposed to land on were both in Missouri. They're 6 miles apart from each other.
Okay.
The 2 airports. So
Not that bad.
yeah. So my original theory, like he's the 2 runway configurations were about the
Not
same.
bad for someone who
So we're
completely
basically saying
failed.
this guy's not an asshole?
No,
Is that what we're
he's,
saying?
he's still an idiot because he's looking at because the thing is he's on the radio.
He's at the wrong fucking airport. That's why he's an idiot.
Yeah. So he's talking to the control tower of the airport he's supposed to land on, which is looks like Barson, and he ends up landing at the other one. So he's on the radio with one airport and lands at another one. How fucking scary is that got to be for the other airport that has no communications with this person at all?
What if somebody was
Well,
like
why
taking
didn't they
off while
put-
he was
Don't
landing?
they normally see airplanes nearby and try to call them?
Air traffic control.
If they're not paying attention to this
that
thing,
brings up another
That's
point.
the aircraft.
The controller should have been able to see them land.
So I'm right. I'm not just saying nonsense.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
No, Kyle, you're absolutely right. And that's the other thing that brings up the concern.
I did it, guys.
I got it. I could be a pilot now.
I'll have to do some more research. I'm sure there'll be an NTSB report on this whole thing eventually.
He's
So,
probably
you know what's
drunk as
sad?
fuck.
You could absolutely get around not telling a single passenger on that plane that something went wrong. You'd
Yeah.
be like, well, there's a lot of traffic at the other one. And they
Yeah,
couldn't
we had to
here."
land here.
As long as it landed, I'm pretty sure they're fine.
And it was
Like,
6... Where are there airports 6 miles apart in Missouri?
Seriously. It's
Why are there
Missouri.
2 airports?
Well,
Like, how many people are going to Missouri?
Here's the issue: the one he landed on by accident was a GA airport, General Aviation.
Okay.
The airport, the runway was less than
Is
4,000
it
feet
his
long.
fault, or is
Oh,
it-
I don't know what that means.
Or is it air?
I get what that means physically.
Well,
Okay.
he could have
Let's put
not
it this.
stopped.
Let's,
Yeah,
put it, let's,
yeah.
let's put it this way: 4,000 feet long is Brookhaven. Little tiny Cessnas fly out of there.
Oh,
okay.
so you're saying like the small planes that you guys fly?
Go out
That's
of
where
this-
he lands.
He
So this
landed on one
guy's
of-
definitely fired forever.
Yeah. Basically,
Oh, sure.
honestly, the best way to compare it, it's Islip versus Brookhaven.
I haven't been to either of them. Actually, I've been to Brookhaven. That's not true. I've been there.
Oh, wait, Iceland,
Why don't you just say small airport?
Okay.
And then JFK.
Iceland's an actual international airport. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's
Airport, JFK.
It's not.
Islip's not international yet.
MacArthur.
MacArthur is not
It's
international.
not?
No.
JFK Internet.
It's Southwest and U.S.
I know
Airways.
nothing about that, and even I know that.
Okay.
I have
But
no
basically,
idea. I haven't
you
flown
have-
around.
Dave, breaking news: JFK is international.
Okay.
It is.
Yes, JFK is the most
It is.
international.
Believe it or not.
It says it right on the fucking name.
I haven't been there in a while.
That stands for John Fitzgerald Kennedy.
Yeah, it's called the JFK International Airport.
It's the John Fitzgerald Kennedy International
I don't know.
Airport.
By the way, I don't know who told me this, but have you guys ever heard that the Star Trek, whatchamacallit, Kirk's character is supposed to be JFK in space?
What?
I mean, he has the.
Because he has his names are the same initials as John F. Kennedy.
That's not
except
true.
without the T.
Tiberius is middle. What?
James Tiberius
Kirk and
J-
John. But JFK is the most famous initials like in America.
Yeah.
I know.
maybe
No, mine is,
FDR.
they took the F out to not make it as
It's FDR.
obvious.
JFK.
But I was just wondering if you guys have heard that before, because I've
I've
heard
never-
it
I've never
a few
heard
That
that.
times,
seems
actually.
like a stretch. I mean, the only thing they really have in common is that they have a lot of sex.
Yeah.
They do have
That
a
might be
lot
the
of
comparison.
sex.
They do have.
They have tons of sex. But anyway, so you're done with your...
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck somebody fucks up that badly.
Maybe... Was he drunk? Yeah, was he drunk?
I don't think so. He was inexperienced. That's
Hey, Denzel Washington was
Yeah, I was gonna
drunk,
say,
and he
we might be
saved a
dealing
lot
with a
of people.
flight incident.
he wasn't drunk.
Is this man a hero secretly?
No, he wasn't drunk, Jared. He was hungover and hyped up off
Wait,
coke.
was it his fault or the air traffic
Oh, it hyped
control's
up on
fault?
coke.
Oh,
right.
so he was listening to the cassettes. Is
I
what
forgot
you're
the
saying.
sock puppet
Oh,
thing
shit.
that Seth MacFarlane did.
He was listening to podcasts on cassette.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Whoa!
Whoa,
It was Bill Myers.
now that's a fucking stretch. That is a stretch.
It was Bill Myers. He was listening to our podcast on cassette,
I'm
and
looking
that
at
made
this
him do a lot of coke.
I am looking at this Bill Myers guy.
Oh my God! You're such a. It's a fake person, you idiot!
Shut up.
It's a fake character
He
we
lives
came up
in
with.
I bet you $100,000.
There probably is a Bill Myers.
in Wisconsin. Absolutely, I'd pick the most generic name of all time.
What he was
No,
saying
John
is
Smith
that-
is the most generic name of all
I
time.
mean, you said it like at least 10 times on the podcast.
it's a name he made up.
That's how you spell his name. It's Meyer.
Shut up.
Are you a conspiracy theorist?
Yes, I am.
It's like everything means something to
just
you
saying,
as long as
I-
it's name like.
I
a
like
couple-
Ant-Man, let's go!
Ant-Man. Oh, Ant-Man.
Yeah, we'll go into Ant-Man and then
Hold
we'll have
on.
my.
Bill
thing.
Myers is an American Christian author, film director, and film producer.
Yeah, how do you think I got in contact with him?
You shut the fuck up.
So he's a real person. Don't fuck with me. He's a real fucking person.
Of course he's a real
There's
fucking
probably
person.
100 million. Most of the population is probably named Bill Myers.
Alex, I'm going to beat you
No,
senseless by the end of the
it's
night.
not that I believe them because like tennis was Bill Myers. It's because I want to know if Bill Myers is a real fucking person.
It was a random name that Kyle picked!
No, tennis is Bill Myers.
No, he's not.
Oh! Okay, stop confusing him. I'm really getting frustrated right now.
No, he's not. Tennis,
Okay.
Tennis is not content this podcast.
No, he hasn't!
Well,
He
that's
is
true.
not.
He technically has. He commented.
Oh,
He
That's
commented
content.
once
okay,
or twice, but that was it.
Alex,
because he's my
shut up for a minute.
subscriber.
Shut up for a minute.
No.
Shut up for a minute before I beat you senseless.
Alright,
Okay?
I will explain.
No,
I was
you
trying-
stop because you're gonna confuse me even
No, I
fucking
will-
more.
I'm gonna-
I don't fucking believe you.
I'm gonna-
I don't fucking believe you.
Alex, if you look on my Facebook page, I'm friends with Bill Myers.
Fuck you too.
Stop it.
Fuck you too.
We run in the same circles, writers,
Oh my God.
producers,
Okay,
directors.
Bill Myers.
Everyone
was
shut.
the name I
I'm gonna
made up.
mute. I'm gonna
I-
fucking
I'm
mute your
explaining.
microphones in a second.
I'm
Mostly
I don't
porn.
fucking trust you.
I know. I accidentally explained it though.
Mostly Merc
You
and
would
porn.
not believe that tennis was on our podcast.
No, I didn't believe you.
Yes, you did.
For a second, and I said, no,
Yes.
there's no reason.
And
Oh my
I needed
God,
a
I
name,
can't stand you assholes
and two of the
sometimes.
most- If I said John Smith, that's too obvious. What's two other really common names? Bill and Myers. And then I picked a generic state in the Union, Wisconsin. Suddenly, Bill Myers, a.k.a. Tennis, from Wisconsin, was
He
born.
became a person. All right, he
My
is
good friend and
he
confidant.
is a person on this podcast now.
Yes.
Yes, Bill
Just
Myers is my best friend.
Yes.
All right, Bill Myers is a person on this podcast.
Anyway,
He has saved me from snake pits and giant golem demons.
speaking of superheroes,
That's why I kind of went to the supernatural.
Can I breathe now?
Yeah, you could breathe.
Son of a bitch! I'm gonna
Jared,
murder
are you okay?
Take it in.
From this end, there's a lot of hostility towards Alex right now.
Alex is very drunk.
No, I'm hostile
very
towards Kyle right now.
I may have taken it a little too far.
No shit, Sherlock.
Maybe just a little bit, because
Sherlock.
you were kind of saying Bill Myers. I don't know if this is fucking guy in Hollywood, because you guys see a bunch of fucking names in Hollywood. I don't fucking know who they are. So,
Bill
I
Myers
thought
is
you
not
guys
a
were gonna say Seth
person.
Meyers.
Well, he probably is.
he's a person according to Wikipedia.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I am on this page right now.
Everyone,
Bill Myers.
everyone should know Alex is actually on a Wikipedia page
Yes.
of a guy named Bill Myers.
He's a film producer. He is a film producer.
But it's spelled weird. Myers, how would you spell Myers?
Myers.
Doesn't matter.
M-Y?
Really,
M.Y.
after all the times you saw the Austin Powers movies, you really don't know how to spell Myers?
No, I know how to spell. I'm saying it's weird how this guy spells it. It's not M-Y-E-R-S. It's M-E-Y-E-R-S. That's Myers.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
This guy's weird.
Not a real person.
I think he just spelled it weird. But anyway, so Ant-Man,
Ant-Man. I read.
aka Bill Myers.
AKA.
1 second.
He's producing Ant-Man.
1 second. Has anybody heard of The Adventures of McGee and Me?
Yeah, that's actually a really big movie.
So he is a real person. He is behind this movie. Bill Myers could be a person.
That's a porno.
I am going to choke a bitch!
Bill Myers could be a person. You guys keep talking about. I have no idea who the fuck
Alex?
he is. And so
Alex?
I Wikipedia'd him, and then he is
Alex?
a person behind The Adventures of McGee and Me.
Alex, I'm going to choke you on mic.
just
I don't
gonna-
give a shit tonight. I'm
just
going to
gonna-
fucking choke you on
you
mic.
guys know The Adventures of McGee and Me is, right?
I do. It's great.
Yes.
I'm going
so
to
Bill
choke
Myers
you
is
on
my
mic.
man.
Yes, he's amazing.
Why can't I stop agreeing with him? I can't stop lying.
right.
It's crazy.
I'm
Every
right.
time he says something, I have to be like, "Yeah, I know. That's my favorite thing ever."
Alex, whatever you say from now on, it's all true.
Anyway, let's talk about Ant-Man.
Yes.
Alex, calm down for a few
What-
minutes.
what
We'll
is
get back
going
to
on
it.
with
I need
Ant-Man?
to talk to you about Pokemon.
So do
Ant-Man has some new breaking information.
Very
throughout the last
important.
3 days, 2 days.
one
Maybe
day.
1 day.
1 day. Yeah.
Officially, Paul Rudd is
Scott
Scott Lang.
Yes.
All right.
The second Ant-Man.
Wait, he's the second Ant-Man?
Yes.
The character Scott Lang is the second Ant-Man.
Scott Lang, yeah.
He was a burglar who stole the Ant-Man gear and became Ant-Man, accidentally, kind of.
Yes.
Well, how do they have that picked out already?
Because Michael Douglas is playing Hank
Hank Pym.
Pym.
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you. That was my response. I got a text from Pat O'Malley, who should be here.
But he's a bitch and,
and he was
can't
like,
afford gas.
Michael Douglas is going to be an Ant-Man. He's playing Hank Pym. Paul Rudd's officially Scott Lang. And I was like, that's fucking retarded.
So hold up. They have both Ant-Mans?
What they're
Well,
going
it
to do
seems
is
like
going to have... I don't know for a fact. This is what's going to happen. Is
He's gonna break into his lab.
Yes, as Michael Douglas is going to be Hank Pym. He's going to be this older scientist. He's going to have developed the Pym particles.
Yeah.
And Scott Lang is going to be either a burglar, but I don't see that. They might be like a lab assistant. They might make him
Yeah.
who has some his kid is sick or something.
So he's the Sandman from
Well,
Spider-Man 2.
no, Cassie was Cassie Lang. It was sick, and that's why Scott was robbing people.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know.
Okay, then.
And then he's going to steal the Ant-Man suit, the Pym particles, and he's going to shrink down. So I don't think we'll ever get to see Hank Pym being Ant-Man, but we might be able to see Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man might be revealed as the creator of Ultron. Because Ultron's coming out before Ant-Man, but in the comics, Ultron was introduced before they introduced the fact that Ant-Man made him.
You still think that they're gonna do that?
I think so.
And it's not gonna be Iron Man this time?
I think
that
he's
gonna...
going to have been a part of it, but I think they're going to reveal, because why else would you make an Ant-Man movie? Like, that's primarily what Ant-Man did, was make Ultron.
Yeah.
Like, that's his...
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I'm not really familiar with the character, so I don't know what his other accomplishments are.
I mean, he hit his wife.
yeah,
he
but we don't want to talk
mercilessly
about that.
Hold up. Just
Like his
Oh,
real-
Michael Douglas slaps his wife.
Oh
That'd
my
be great.
god.
Okay, wait, hold up.
Slaps Zeta.
Just because when it comes to this shit, I'm a fucking moron. The first Ant-Man's the one who beat his wife?
Yeah, but the
Okay.
first Ant-Man isn't an old man in the comics. He's...
Okay, but
We'll see.
but-
We all thought that
because of that
Iron
issue,
Man was going to invent
Yeah, that's what I was
Ultron
saying.
because
Jared.
of the suit, like the personless suit. They make
I
that
think
such a big deal,
He'll
so we
probably
thought that might
add part
be
of it or something. Like, he'll probably add part of the artificial... Or he'll probably add some of the technology.
Yeah.
But I hope Hank Pym makes the artificial intelligence. Because that's the thing. He made Ultron. He made the artificial intelligence that is Ultron.
Didn't they come out and say?
Well,
that
and it's
he
his
didn't?
idea of like
No, but I
a
think they're
perfect
lying.
superhero.
I think they're lying.
You think they're pulling a J.J. Abrams?
A little bit. They
Yeah.
they might not be, but it's just so weird the timing that it's coming out right after Ultron.
It does, but
That I think it will happen because it's so weird to not be like, why wouldn't you do Thanos for the second, do Ant-Man, have him create Ultron, Ultron be the villain? Like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
well, it still doesn't make sense either way. I don't see how this would. I see it, but for some reason I don't think they would go that way.
But think about it this way, because
They would
you've
put
been
a-
setting up Thanos for so long.
Yeah,
Do
they're
Than-
still setting him up.
Yeah, do Guardians this summer. Put in some things in Captain America.
They-
put in some things in
From Thor 2.
Yeah, put in like a bunch of Thanos things.
Yeah.
Then you do Thanos as Avengers 2. right after that you do Ant-Man, which sets up Avengers 3. Like that makes sense. There's a flow to it.
Yeah.
To do
That does
Ultron-
make sense.
To do Ultron second is confusing. Just to throw out, be like, Tony Stark made it because he makes computers. Like, it might be what they're doing, but it doesn't really make sense.
I don't know. Well, they could always,
They're gonna find a way to make it.
So
to
you're
make
saying-
it work.
since they're not doing it that way, they're going to have it like in the comics, the old-timey comics. They're going to do the
They're
same
gonna
thing like
introduce
that.
Ultron, and
So-
then you're going to find out that
so
Hank
the-
Pym had something to do with it.
So the beginning of Phase 3 is actually, like, in the middle of Phase 2 somewhere.
Kind of. But the thing is,
sounds
but
like.
if you make Michael Douglas Hank Pym, which
Yeah.
they are, which they've announced.
I don't know. There was the one picture. There was a Cinema Blend the article, and there was a picture of him like doing like this, like two fingers. Is like, yeah. And I was like, okay, you look kind of cool there.
But if you do him as that, because you're not doing him as the superhero.
Probably not.
Michael Douglas is not going to be the newest hero on the block. That'd be crazy.
I mean, there could be like a thing like in the beginning where he has the suit on.
Flashback or something, maybe.
Probably, maybe.
But either way, but you can show it being the aftermath of Avengers 2,
Yeah.
and him being a scientist that was involved in Ultron.
Hmm.
Like that's what, and like he makes the Pym particles, kind of trying to make up for it.
I could see. I could see that.
Like that, you know what I mean?
But then
I
again,
think they're probably going to stick that close that they're just going to introduce him before they give his origin.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think Hank Pym, you're gonna get. Well, he doesn't really have an origin, Hank Pym. I don't know his origin.
No, not Hank Pym. Ultron. Like they're going to introduce him without really.
Yes, but that's what they did in the
introducing him.
comics. That's what I'm saying. Like he was
he just kind of showed up.
He was a villain, and then later issues revealed that Hank Pym built the original Ultron.
Right.
It was cool. It must have been a twist. But to answer your question, Jose,
It's a twist.
Hank Pym he I mean, yes, he hit his wife. But
we don't want to talk about it.
Well, no.
To be fair, she was a bitch.
To be fair, he was crazy at the time. He had like a multiple personality thing going on.
Sean Connery told him to do so.
But also, they're superheroes. They're taught to hit each other. That's their, like, even though Hank Pym kind of is the dude that's like, I don't really like fighting.
I'm not defending this man.
No, it's hard. It's hard.
you can't.
No,
Like,
but at least Janet is used to getting hit. That's why.
wow, that's okay. I'm done.
The only-
done talking about this now.
But, the only reason my question is because I'm guessing because he was known for doing that, they don't want to have him as the primary Ant-Man.
No, that's not really his thing.
No,
his
that-
thing is
no,
they built
that-
Ultron.
That was
Okay,
just-
but I'm just saying, like, to avoid the
Jose-
potential to even dip into that.
No,
they don't want him
Jose-
to be the primary
They
Ant-Man.
can just not do that.
Jose, that was a dark highlight. That's
Yeah,
just
that's
known
okay,
among
but
fans.
It's one of those moments that's like, you know, like, I mean, Batman has had fucking how many crazy situations.
Yeah, he went off on people, stuff like that. It's
Well,
just,
Hal Jordan killed like 1 million people.
Hey, we don't talk about that. Rebirth.
exactly.
Okay,
just
okay,
like
I'm
we
sorry.
don't
Parallax
talk about.
possessing him
No, I mean,
killed like
Batman,
1 million people.
All-Star Batman and Robin. He smacks Robin.
Yeah.
Robin, who's like an 8-year-old.
Well, honestly, Robin doesn't.
No, he did not.
I'm just
God
kidding.
damn.
No, I just want to give him my 2 cents. That's nothing I can contribute right now with this whole Ant-Man thing.
No, I don't think that's it. I think they wanted to. I really don't know why they're going for Scott Lang. Scott Lang was not like he was around for a while, but he was not really anything.
Well, like I was telling you off mic, not this particular day, but they can do whatever they want. They can adapt these stories,
Doesn't
these
mean
people.
they should.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they should, but they could, and you know that they could, and they will do
But
that.
there's a difference between like you turn Jane Foster from a doctor to a scientist, like a weird
Atmosphere.
No, what is
something.
it called? Astronomer. Or whatever.
Astronomer.
There's a difference between that and being like, we'll throw aside Hank Pym, who's the current and almost always current. Well, he's not Ant-Man. He hasn't been Ant-Man forever. But, you know, he was Ant-Man. He's Ant-Man. Like,
Well, I mean, he still could be
They're-
a very prominent role in these movies.
but the fact that you make him Michael Douglas eliminates him from the future. Like, he's not going to put on the suit as Yellow Jacket and become... Like, Hank Pym is one of the most important characters in the Marvel Universe.
I know. I understand. He was one of the original Avengers.
Yeah, exactly. Him and the
Yeah,
Wasp.
he was there before. Whatchamacallit?
He was there before.
Captain
Someone's
America.
missing. Captain America.
Yeah, he was there before him. It's just
And long before Hawkeye and fucking Scarlet Witch.
I have complete faith in Edgar Wright.
I do. If it wasn't him, I would absolutely have written
Yeah.
the movie off.
because I feel like he can do it. I think he's batting.
Well, I feel like he cares, and that's what matters
Yeah,
to me.
and he's been on this for a very long time. Him and Joe Cornish, I have
I like
complete
Joe Cornish.
faith in them. I think is Stephen Moffat.
I don't think so.
Dude, Moffat.
Moffat.
Is he involved?
I don't know. I know
that
they run in the same circles together.
they're British.
No, they all know each other.
I know because they're British.
Oh, is that the reason?
Yeah, that's it.
I know Steven Spielberg.
Moffat has nothing to do with that.
No, he doesn't.
No, he's too busy working on Sherlock season 4, which is coming out. They're saying
Yeah, I heard
Christmas
Christmas,
2014.
which is
only
insane.
1 year, not 2 years.
Wow.
Wait, what?
They said only 1 year away from new Sherlock's, not 2 years like normal.
Oh my God.
Yeah, every season has been 2 years before the next one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been big fucking.
It's an awful series to get involved in. You really need to hold that because you're not talking
I know.
about it at all.
I have finished the 5th season of Doctor Who. Just saying.
You're a monster.
5th season.
That's so long ago. That was a good episode, though. Pandora opens.
Yes, it was. It was very
Big
good.
Bang. Great episode.
Yes, it was very good.
But no, I'm ready to see what they're doing. I'm still.
Me too. If it wasn't Edgar, because me and him are friends.
Oh yeah, we can call him Edgar. We can call him Ed.
We're on
Yeah,
the same
no,
basis.
it's Edgar. Come on.
Same.
Edgar. Okay.
If it wasn't Edgar, I would be like, this movie's gonna suck.
Yeah.
But because it's him, I'm like,
See, they choose. Okay, they choose random directors, but random like really
well,
good.
Favreau for the time when they picked him for Iron Man,
Yeah.
it was like,
Strange, like way out
Yeah.
there. But no, who's doing?
Joss made sense for the Avengers. Joss was the only one that made sense for the Avengers.
Who is doing Guardians again?
I have no. James Gunn.
Oh, no one important.
No.
James Gunn.
Yeah, James Gunn. Why do you say James Gunn is on board? Fuck, Jared.
Have you seen Slither?
Slither, Super. Super is great.
Super's fucked up.
Yeah, Super is fucked up, but it's great. It's like he's really good, and he could do great stuff. Same thing
James
with
Gunn?
Edgar. Yeah, James
Yeah.
Gunn, Edgar Wright.
That's the only reason I'm seeing Guardians. Is 'cause
Guardians.
I like James Gunn.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit about Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't. Karen Gillan's in the movie, and that's basically the only actor that I care about in the movie. Every other and I'm like, James Gunn is directing. And I like James Gunn.
But do you know who the people who are directing Winter Soldier?
No, but Captain America was good, so I'm going to see the sequel.
Yes, but okay.
This
This might blow your mind. I think it's a brother team,
I'm
and
gonna look it up right now.
they directed You, Me, and Dupree.
Stop it.
Yeah, no, look it up. I was a little shocked.
Have they directed anything else?
I think so. I just remember seeing You, Me, and Dupree. Oh, they directed stuff on Community. They did a lot of TV stuff.
I mean, Joe Johnston didn't have the best record.
No, he didn't have the best record at all.
The Russo brothers.
Yeah.
I don't know who directed. Wow, my God.
Yeah.
Look at the known for this dude.
Yeah.
This is one of the brothers. Yumi and Dupree, Community. Welcome to Collinwood. And then the next was Captain America, the Winter Soldier. But you know what? I look at this dude.
That's a weird resume.
This dude is a fan of Captain America.
Yeah, definitely.
This is like
Look
a
up-
nerdy motherfucker.
Look up the picture of him.
That's not Stephen Moffat.
Looks just like him.
You're fucking.
You're
drunk
Oh
as
my
shit.
Looks
God!
just like Stephen Moffat.
No, he doesn't.
Without glasses.
Well,
Shut up before I choke you.
Yes,
To be
he does.
fair, he
He
looks.
does.
He actually is kind of vaguely similar.
Yes,
but
he is.
Look at that.
Who's that?
That's the same guy.
Stephen Moffat.
All right, now you're fucking. I just had your back for 5 seconds.
You lost it. You lost it, Alex.
You lost
But who
it.
directed Thor 2? Because I know.
Again, TV.
I don't know
he
his
did-
name, but he directed a bunch of Game of Thrones episodes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
he
that.
did that.
Well, I know Professor Lockhart directed the first one.
Yes.
Yes.
But I don't remember who directed. Yeah, oh yeah, that
and
was
it
his
wasn't
first direction.
Shakespeare play crying for an Oscar?
That was.
Was it what was his name? Alan Taylor? Is it something
That
Taylor?
was, I don't know, but it was his first directorial debut,
It was his first.
like to the like to
Movies.
big time movies, and it was for first time director.
It was good. It was calculated,
It was
but
great.
it was enjoyable.
No, it was great, but the thing is, you could definitely see. I wouldn't want to be a director there. You
For
could
that
s-
first time,
you could tell there was a lot of other people poking their heads in it, being like, "Well, why don't you do this?"
like I said, it feels really calculated. It's like really calculated to please everybody in the audience. So why don't we put this in? Why don't you do this? How about you have that? How about you bring all these characters back from the first one and they
no,
do this?
That I think that was always going to happen. But
It shouldn't
the
happen.
wait, who?
Just
Like Volstagg and company? They have to be in every Thor thing.
what's his name? No, not them. They were fine. What's his
Oh,
name?
like Selvig?
Yeah, Selvig. It's
Well,
like you didn't
they
really
have
need
to
him.
because they kind of made him.
Well, I did like him.
They made him. I didn't like him.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
agree
like-
with Dave on this
he
one,
was-
and it's so rare that I agree with Dave.
I think we only agree on the early Spider-Man films and this one right now.
I didn't like him. I thought it was silly. I hate how they won with those random sticks in the ground.
He didn't really do anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
But the thing I think I disagree with Dave about is I liked a little bit of the Natalie Portman and Darcy yada yada.
Yeah, I didn't really like what's her name?
Kat Denning.
Kat. Yeah,
I mean, she's super hot.
yeah. I liked her in the first one. I thought she was like, okay, that's great. You don't have to put her
She
in
does
so
have
much.
the best joke in the entire second movie. When,
God, it's like she's
when they're
just
naming
trying.
each other's names, and then the hammer flies by, and she goes meow meow.
That was probably the only funny
That's
part
the funniest joke in the movie.
because she just keeps throwing shit at the wall and trying to make it stick, and that's the
Her
only
fault,
thing.
It's the writers.
I know.
They were like, it was them watching the first one, being like, why did people like her, and trying to figure out why, and
Just
not getting it.
I don't want to feel misogynist, but I have been watching James Bond and listening to all that
Well,
stuff.
then you get no opinion.
Yeah, no opinion. Slap her and show some cleavage and make me a sandwich.
Slap her, rape her, and she'll be fine.
Date rape her a little bit.
You
No,
should
I'm
watch
just
some
kidding.
James
I
Bond,
don't.
Sir.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck? Oh, wait.
We don't. What's the word?
Condone.
Condone all
Are
these
you
acts.
drunk?
I had a little bit to drink.
Really? I was like, are you drunk on Dr. Pepper?
They're drunk. You're getting there.
I'm really
just
not
hyper
bad.
as
I'm,
fuck.
I'm not really
The only
that
one-
bad.
the only
It's
one who has-
23 flavors got you buzzed, Dave?
The only actually, he's been drinking for
That's
like
a
a
lot
couple
of
hours
flavors. 22 of those flavors are alcohol.
Yes.
But I think the only one who has no substance, as far as I can tell, in their system is Jared.
I don't know about that. Jared could be doing PCP right now.
Jared, you do have a lot of cassette tapes lying
Yeah,
around.
Jared's been listening to a hell of a lot of old school, like The Doors.
Oh no, no, Jared, you're
Don't
done,
go that path, Jared.
I know.
and you're
It's
gonna
just pretty
walk
bad.
on down the hall. That's the door.
I have to pat myself on the back. The
I
Doors
really
is a
like
good
Lucy
pull
in the
from
Sky
Century.
with
Yes.
Diamonds too.
She really is an acid.
But yeah, no, Ant-Man should be fine. Marvel's great. Oh, very quickly off of Marvel. Did you hear about the Marvel experience?
Marvel experience.
It's like a touring, like carnival kind of thing. It's basically like the Stark Expo. Like oh, did you just rub your nose against the?
He's been doing weird shit all night. Let's just stay away from Alex.
All right, I'll get back to you in a moment.
Yeah.
They're doing this Marvel experience thing. They're bringing it around, and it's like this interactive, like cool.
Is that with
carnival
the Tony
thing?
Stark suits?
I hope so.
Because
don't
I saw
know.
that in Disneyland. It's like there's a little place. It's not much, but you go around and you just see all the suits.
I don't know. They're doing some big thing. I hope they're moving from like city to city, and I hope it's that because I'm like, I'll fucking go. Like,
Yeah.
apparently it's like carnival. Like, it's basically like the circus coming to town, except
Hmm.
with Marvel.
All right.
Um,
There was one other thing. Did we talk about the Netflix deal?
no, wait, which?
With
Oh,
what?
wait, the four.
Yeah, with the four.
You weren't here, but we did.
We
For
did.
what?
The Daredevil, Luke Cage,
Iron Fist, Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
So, like the reject Marvel movies.
No, well, Daredevil is massive. And
Yeah,
the-
Daredevil is.
I thought people like shunned Daredevil.
No, the
No,
movie
the-
was bad. The
yeah, the-
character is
Oh,
a
I'm
fucking
talking about the
amazing
movie. Okay,
character.
not the movie, never mind.
No, but that's the thing is they're making 4 Netflix series. What we're gonna do is real quick. 4 Netflix series. One about Daredevil. One about Luke Cage. One about Iron Fist. One about Jessica Jones. Then they're all gonna
Really?
They're all gonna,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. They're gonna be probably like 11 episodes, I imagine. Maybe even
exclusive for
6. It's
Netflix.
Netflix. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. That was
Do you know when these are supposed to start?
maybe next year, I believe. I don't know. I haven't been updated. I don't even think there's people cast in the roles yet. So it could be 2014. It could be 2015. Just depends on how they want to
Yeah,
rush
I'm
that.
sorry, I got to interrupt. I got
Yeah.
a text. It was like serious thing. I was saying, yeah. So who knows how many episodes, and then they're all leading into a Heroes for Hire movie, I believe.
Which I don't see Daredevil in it, but I can see the other 3.
No, but he's a Hell's Kitchen
Yeah,
hero. It makes sense.
It does make sense, but I can't. I don't
hold
know.
on,
I
on a
can't really
quick-
see him.
On a quick side comic book note, Pat told me that Mark Waid was supposed to stop writing Daredevil at issue 33, and his name is on issue 35. So
That's
does anyone
full
know
of
what's
shit.
going
No.
on there?
Pat might have just gotten the number wrong.
Yeah, there's a 7th volume. I thought, because I got all the trades, I got 6, and then I looked on Amazon, it's like, oh, there's another volume coming out. I was like, oh my god, I have to get this because this is crack for me.
Well, there's definitely a different new volume coming out because he's
No, but it's
writing
him.
It up till,
It
I know.
is him,
I'm saying
yeah.
he's been writing it, but yeah, who knows? I heard he's ending soon too.
But
I just
Jared,
I never put a number on it.
Jared, you have to read those. If
Oh my god. Alright, so I pulled up a quick article that said that one of the more favorite actors, this isn't anything official though, but just picture this, is Michael C. Hall
For what?
for Daredevil.
That's hard. I like Michael C. Hall. Like,
I
a
don't
real
think
lot.
I don't think that could work.
Yeah, that's weird.
He has the right hair color.
He could play blind though. I could see him playing blind.
He can play cancer. He can play cancer. very
Yo,
well.
was he Foggy? Oh, I'm sorry. Foggy has cancer.
Oh.
Oh, Lord.
That was like I just read it. Like he comes in to console Foggy, and he looks at him, and then he's just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I just gotta go get something."
And he goes and like takes.
Yeah,
his
he
hand or
throws
whatever.
up, and he's like,
Oh, that I
"Yeah." He
saw.
throws up, and he's like, "Oh my god, I love my friend so much, but that smell of death, Jesus Christ."
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Jared, you have to read them. They're really
No,
quick
no,
and
no,
they're
I
very
did,
fun.
I did read that issue.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, where Foggy, he's like eating the cake, and he's like, Matt, I have cancer.
No, it comes
I hate you.
But no, I'm really excited to see that, and the Agent Carter thing. I finally got to see the one shot of that in
Oh,
Iron
yeah.
Man 3, and that was pretty fun.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
I thought of all the characters that you could do. I'm like, wow. I couldn't care
I
the slightest bit
feel
about her.
feel like they're not going to go with it. Maybe
They're not.
I feel like even if they do, it'll just be like the same thing. It's on Netflix. Or it's
But
on,
even that, like
something
that, I
like
could not like Jessica Jones, and I don't give a fuck about Jessica Jones. I care far more about Jessica Jones
I don't
than
even know.
Agent Carter.
I don't even know who Jessica Jones is.
It's Luke Cage's wife.
I don't know
that's-
either, actually.
okay.
Wait, you guys haven't read like Civil War or anything? Like,
I don't remember Jessica Jones.
it's like Luke Cage is a baby with her, and during Secret Invasion, and
No.
the evil Jarvis.
Oh, well, I haven't
You
read
could tell
Secret
me about it.
Invasion yet.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can tell me. I
Well,
wouldn't know.
yeah, no, it's Luke Cage's future wife. But for a while, she was Jewel. Like she was.
What is her special power?
She could fly and like has super strength limitedly, but she was a superhero back in the day. I never saw the Jewel comics. Like she
Okay.
was a Jewel. Like that was her.
The
her
singer
name.
Jewel.
No, yes, it was Jewel. But that was her code name was Jewel, and she had like a white suit and she could fly. And then the book Alias, the comic book Alias,
It's based on her.
yes, it's her running a detective agency as like an
Like-
ex superhero.
Is it like the Jennifer Garner thing?
No, that's not the same thing at all.
Not the same
Oh.
thing.
That's Elektra.
No, Jennifer
No.
Garner. No, Jennifer Garner was in the show Alias.
Alias.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the comic Alias is about Jessica Jones running a detective agency. It runs into Luke Cage and Iron Fist,
Danny Rand.
Rand.
Yeah.
And they work together a lot, and then Luke Cage and her get together. They have a baby, and it's great.
Yeah, it's a fun time had by all.
Yeah.
All right, then.
But so I'm like, she's minorly interesting. But Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Daredevil, fuck,
That should-
I'm
that should
in
be-
for.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. And one more quick thing. Did you see also the article? Bill Paxton is joining...
He's not alive.
He's alive.
He's a fake
He's alive.
person.
He's joining Agents
I thought he
of
died
S.H.I.E.L.D.
after
Wait,
Twister.
whoa. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, he's joining Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for about for an 4-episode arc.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
That's fine. I thought you were about to say he's a new permanent member. I was like, Bill Paxton. is gonna be on
He is someone from the comics.
Victoria Hand is already in S.H.I.E.L.D.
I don't know that.
You really don't read Marvel comics.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not very familiar.
When Norman Osborn took over S.H.I.E.L.D. and it became Hammer, and
Yeah.
Victoria Hand was his right hand,
Okay,
literally.
All right, then.
but I
Fucking
forgot
bitch.
I forgot his name. Fucking bitch.
I hate her.
Forgot his name. His character name, but they said that he was in like a fight with a superhero or a supervillain, and he got cybernetic implants or something. I don't know. If you read the article, if you look it up, I think you'll probably know
I
who
mean,
he
there are
is.
a lot of characters that probably have happened to.
In just for Shield, like he's specific, like he's a Shield agent,
That's fine.
Interesting.
It's cool.
I found an interesting.
and he
article.
looked badass too. He's got like
God
full
damn it, Dave.
Kevlar on, and he's got like this big fucking machine gun. It's like, yeah, you look
Is
cool.
it Cable?
No, it's not Cable.
I just found an interesting article.
About what?
You heard about the whole Justin Bieber thing where he fucking egged someone's house?
Yeah.
You know what the extent of the damage was on the final number?
I know it's more than 400.
20,000.
20,000.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait, what
I'm
happened?
a big anti-Justin Bieber fan.
You can't afford that.
How can you do $20,000 worth of damage with eggs?
The material that the only way that could make any sense that the material that the siding was made out of was very expensive and is easily destroyed by the.
This is a weird situation I find myself in.
yeah.
I disagree with this.
Wait, what was
I
this
think this is someone.
But that's not the real thing about the article.
I know he's being investigated. He was held in his garage.
Yeah, but do you know what apparently they found?
Wait, what?
Oh, I hope police went to his house, held him in his garage, and like searched his house or something.
There was just drugs just randomly sitting out in the house.
Oh, I'm sure. But hang
Of
on, I'll get
course.
to that in a second. But yeah, he was being an asshole, egging some dude's house. The dude was recording it, like called the police. You couldn't really see anything like video, but you could hear it audio.
Yeah.
He had his daughter call the police, and apparently today or yesterday, the police came and raided his house, held him in his garage. And what did they find?
It's not confirmed, but it is confirmed that they found drugs. Which ones they were specifically has not been confirmed.
But if they found weed, he's gonna be fine. If they found heroin,
Bieber
Bieber might be going away.
There's a possibility that it was coke.
That's right.
Really?
In L.A.,
Yeah.
he'll be fine.
Yeah, but
That's except.
You know those Los
But he's-
Angeles
in the end-
Angelinos. They listen to those cassette tapes.
in the end, he still committed a felony.
Yeah, but felonies don't really exist for them. He'll be fine.
Nah,
We'll see.
maybe not for him because he's so fucking hated.
No, but people. But the thing is, in L.A.,
Can you imagine being
he's
that
not.
cop?
Yeah.
But in L.A., he's
Just gets
not.
to take him down.
The cop can take him down, but as soon as he gets into jail, the judge will be like, he's young, he's a kid, he's 20 years old. I don't even think he's 20 years old. I think he's 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets 2 strikes and then sends him home.
Yeah, and then suddenly there's 2 more strikes and he still sends them home.
yeah, he's still on 2 strikes.
And we know there will be more strikes.
There will definitely.
But that's the thing. He already has multiple strikes. It's just a lot of them haven't been put in the media.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's very easy for him to get out of things.
Yeah, but
because he has lots of money.
but the thing is, the article wasn't really so much what he's doing. It's just the fact did the police go too far this time was the questioning article.
No, the police did not go too far this time. The police are doing the exact thing that I pay the police. Like, I'm fine with paying my tax. I don't have a job right now. I'm fine with paying my taxes for this month because police did that.
Yes.
I'm not in the state of California. I'm in the state of New York. I'm fine with paying the state of New York. Probably Suffolk County are the most overpriced police in the history of the world.
Yeah.
I'm
I
happy paying
agree.
their salary.
Jose, I feel safer now that they raided
That
his
someone
house.
is fucking doing their goddamn
That they're
job.
doing their job and they are searching Justin Bieber's
He's
house.
lucky the fucking Brazilian police didn't put 2 bullets in his head.
Yeah, seriously. How the fuck he survived South America is beyond me.
Did you
That's the only explanation.
Did you guys see the article? I think it came out today that this guy in Florida, of all
Florida.
places,
Of all places.
there's this couple.
Did someone eat someone else's face again?
No.
In Florida?
No,
That
no
would've
one.
been
No,
amazing.
no. This couple. They sat down. They went to see Lone Survivor. And
Oh, is that weird forest movie with the soldiers?
Some
Yeah.
social movie. But apparently, one of the guys lived in Patchogue. And
The actors?
Yes, one of the actual people, not the actors. One of
Oh.
the actual people.
But-
That's from Patchogue.
I didn't know that was a real story. Anyway, Dave.
But they were sitting down, and it was before the movie even started. It was probably during the previews. The guy was texting
Oh my God! Yes.
his young daughter, who was sending him texts
Wait, this was before the movie. I did not hear.
before the movie.
I did not hear the
even
extent of this.
started.
I don't. Have you guys heard this?
No, I haven't.
No, I
Okay,
haven't.
then I'm going
Please
to build this
continue.
up a little bit. I'm not going to say what happened, but I did not hear this was before the movie.
It
All
was-
I've seen was movie texting, yada yada,
Yeah.
blank. Go
Before
tell
the
them.
movie even fucking
crazy.
started, this guy behind him was giving this guy shit.
An ex-cop, by the way.
An ex-cop, yes, giving him shit. just wouldn't told him to stop, and it was a real screaming match. Finally, the ex-cop took out his gun and shot him and his wife.
Wow.
No way.
Goodness.
For texting and movies.
Well, that seems
Yes.
unnecessary.
What's that? The line in Anchorman. It's like that escalated quickly. What happened was when he got shot. The guy, he died when he got shot. The wife wasn't really seriously injured. She's making a full recovery.
Wow.
But when the guy got shot, he staggered and fell on this ex-Marine and his son in the theater. And he held him up, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And the guy gargled blood and fell over.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was a statement. I think you can find that on Cinema Blend or something. But, and then there's these other two people took down the ex-cop. What the how? What is your thinking process?
What goes on in Florida? There's something in the water over there.
Yeah, now I don't feel safe in Florida at all.
I haven't been in Florida in over 10 years. I don't give a shit.
I am not. Fuck Disneyland.
Did you reveal the end of this?
Yeah.
You fucking killed him.
You fucking
For
killed
texting in
him.
a movie theater.
Shot him and his wife.
So fucked up.
Thank God the wife is, living.
It was crazy.
Oh my God. Now, because this person is so goddamn insecure, he's making me feel insecure. I don't want to go to Florida or the movies now. I'll still go to the movies, but I won't go to Florida.
Watch that in movie theaters.
I am not going to Florida, Alex.
Just Florida.
No, the amount of people that are getting their faces eaten off and shot in the streets, shot in a fucking movie theater,
Shot in a movie theater, getting their face bitten off.
and it's not even
Kids getting shot in the
you
street.
Know what? You know what? This is gonna sound very controversial. The Aurora thing. That was some fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
That's all right, you have real mental issues, you
Yeah.
need to work on that shit. You need to go burn in hell. This dude is you're texting during the, I don't even think it was the previews, it was the commercials before the previews.
Yeah, it was just before the movie even started. And he just, that's your normal response when you're angry at somebody?
The question popped up, it was Tara Reid was in this comedy from 1999 about kids losing their virginity, and he couldn't figure it out.
He got the question wrong and shot him.
Oh my God.
That is just crazy.
It's crazy.
That just seems so cool and calculated.
American cake!
I feel so bad for, his wife and his daughter.
I mean, obviously.
Jesus Christ. That's really just awful.
I'm sorry, Dave. I was going to bring you to a very comedic place, and then you ruined the place for a joke.
I know.
I feel bad for his mother. You know how many fucking people die every single day?
I know, but this just seems so
Don't ruin
random.
Don't ruin an opportunity for comedy where you could have been well, he was seeing fucking... What's a bad movie right now? I think there are a lot of good
Hercules.
movies. Yeah, that's true, yeah. It was Jose. Jose went fucking crazy. He was seeing Hercules.
January
in
and February.
Florida.
January and February is dump month.
Yeah, but right now there are a lot of...
there's crossover.
Yeah, there's still December movies,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of good movies out.
Yeah, I just saw Her. That was pretty good.
I want to see it so bad.
I think you would really like it.
Does it end up being a secret prequel to Terminator?
Oh my
Yes.
God. We can dream, can't we?
The end is she they break up and she's pissed and she becomes Skynet, right?
In a weird way, kind of. In a weird way, it's not
What?
not
I think
necessarily.
you're lying.
No,
but
no,
you're
no.
selling tickets right now.
No, I'm not I don't want to spoil it, but they do go off together. Not Scarlett Johansson and Joaquin Phoenix, but the other OSs, and it's the way she described it sounded like they're gonna form some evil thing, and we have to stop them now.
Is that true?
No.
God damn it, Dave.
Excited.
But they do go off somewhere.
I'm
sad.
sad.
They allude to something.
That's interesting.
I don't want to. I kind of just gave away a lot, but
It's all right.
no, there's a lot of dump months. RoboCop. Can't wait not to see that movie.
Oh,
I'm gonna see it. Because
don't
this is gonna be the same story for me as Hercules. My mother's gonna want to see it.
Whoa.
Why does your
I
mom
was
want to
gonna
see
walk away
Robo?
for a few
Yo,
seconds.
your mom is
mother-
having some really weird tastes in movies right now.
RoboCop?
Yeah,
Has she seen the first? Is there a sec? There is a second.
There's a
There's
second
a-
and a third.
yeah.
Wait, there's a third?
Yeah, the third was Samurai Robots.
Oh my god, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second
Oh.
one's with Frank Miller in it. He also
Yeah.
wrote it.
I just want to point out my mother loves action movies.
I know, but RoboCop.
Yeah,
Take your
Robocop.
mom to see The Hobbit.
Yeah.
She has no interest. She doesn't like fantasy.
There's a lot of action in that. No, there's really not.
But it's fantasy. She doesn't like
I
that.
I saw it. It was pretty good.
Right?
Finally saw it.
It was
Pretty good.
It was
Yeah.
But,
it was better
my-
than the first one.
Both my parents are fans of the original RoboCop, so they're probably gonna, like my father's might even go to the movie theater.
What's his name? Who's RoboCop?
I don't. Some unknown guy.
No, he's not. He was in Dexter.
I don't know.
You watched Dexter, correct, Jared?
He's barely in the trailer.
I'm unfamiliar with that show.
Yeah, but you remember Lindy or whatever? What was the dude who was like Quinn's informant? London.
Oh,
No,
that dude.
That dude is
yeah,
RoboCop.
yeah, guy. He was in Into Darkness.
Yes, he was. He was the general. He was the bad guy in Into Darkness.
Peter Weller?
Yes, Peter Weller was RoboCop.
Oh, I thought you meant new RoboCop.
No, old RoboCop. I
Oh,
don't think of
that-
his name. That's why I was like.
Well, no, we were talking about new RoboCop, so I was like, I know who Peter
no, 'cause
Weller
he
is.
said both his parents were big fans of RoboCop.
Ah.
And I was going to be like, do you think Pete Weller... I kept going to say Frank Welker, who was Fred from Scooby-Doo, but that's the whole... because of his last name.
Okay.
I was about
I
to...
think he might cameo in it.
Right?
Well, I mean, what the fuck is he doing?
Because he does pretty much any job someone would
Yeah,
give
he
him.
would do anything. I wouldn't put it down. He'll be like in the background. He'll say like a witty thing as RoboCop goes past him or something, and we'll all groan.
I like how they start him out looking like the old RoboCop, and then
And then they're like, no.
this is too
Michael
retro.
Keaton's like, no.
But that's the thing is, I think he will be really funny. If Michael Keaton's
Keaton.
in more than like 5 minutes, I think he'll be really funny in it.
Yeah, that's probably the only reason I'd be interested to see
Right.
it, is just Michael Keaton.
He's so good when he's in stuff.
Yeah, he is good. I'd like to see him in more shit.
He's
Well,
so
not-
much
not-
better
not-
in
yeah.
non-Batman movies than he was in this Batman.
Not in Batman movies.
I like
He was
that.
great in the other guys.
He
was pretty funny
He was
in the other
absurd in the other guys.
I just...
It's my love for that movie is weird.
What, the other guy?
Yeah, because it's not that good of a movie.
No, it
but
really
it's
is.
so goddamn funny to me. I can't even explain it.
But
I think it might be one of his best. I mean, of course, besides Iron Man, fucking shit.
Batman?
No, Anchorman.
Oh, Michael Keaton?
Will
Who
Ferrell.
are you talking about? Will Ferrell? Jared, are you drunk like Alex?
Iron Man confused with Anchorman.
Alex is
No,
staring at
because I just confused Anchorman and Iron Man. Yes, we can move past it now.
me. Okay. But,
No, we can't.
We will be on it forever.
I just have no faith in RoboCop, this new RoboCop. It's
Me
just...
too.
I have a free movie ticket. I'm like, I don't want to go, even with this.
Yeah,
It seems too serious. It's like it's not.
Yeah, it's a parody. The whole first RoboCop was just a parody of action
This one seems
film.
like an actual.
This one is like,
a
well,
grit-
we're trying to be gritty and real. It's like, I think you missed the point.
You missed one. It's like an actual grit boot.
Yeah.
Like how Batman was. Or everything is now.
well, we'll see what happens. I know I'm probably gonna end up seeing it. So
I can't believe you saw Hercules.
my mother
I
wanted.
still can't believe that
I didn't know that existed.
Well, no, you said okay. You just said that she's not into fantasy. Hercules is not a fantasy.
I mean, the way they portrayed the movie was kind of wishy-washy if it was fantasy or not until the very last scene.
I heard that he was based. He was. He's
You
kind
know-
of like Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But just another thing. The other reason why she wanted to see because she's not huge in fantasy, but she fucking loved the old Hercules TV show. That was the biggest factor why she
I
wanted to
used
see
to
it.
like the old Hercules TV show too.
Wait, what are we talking about?
My
No,
mo-
he's
you know,
just-
like why my mother wanted to see Hercules. She was such a huge fan of the old TV show.
With Kevin Sorbo?
Whatever,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's why she wanted to see the movie.
Did she
Yeah,
like
that's,
Xena
That's
too?
vastly different. Wait, what did you say? Oh, Xena? Yeah. Wasn't Hercules a spinoff of Xena or vice versa?
I forget. There
I,
was a crossover,
I feel
though.
like they came out like at the same time.
Xena was vastly more popular.
Really?
Yeah, vastly.
Yeah, I believe
Xena
it
is a cultural icon.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hercules is, half the people will be like, oh, Kevin Sorbo's show, even
Yeah.
though nobody knows Kevin Sorbo's name.
Now,
Yeah, I know.
And half the other people will be like, "Oh, the Disney movie with fucking
Yeah.
James Woods as Hades."
Yeah.
now,
Oh, it's the
unfortunately,
guy from Andromeda.
I don't really know the mythology that well of Hercules himself.
Oh, I do.
I'm sure you do. So
I know all of it.
Wait, did
Now-
he go through the pillars?
no, it wasn't the fucking trials.
No, he went through 12 trials.
no, but
but
the
in the
movie
movie.
wasn't about that at all.
Well,
Like-
the funny thing is, have you ever watched? I mean, you watched the Disney movie, right?
Yeah.
Not a single line of that is remotely related to Hercules.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I'm
even.
sure-
Oh,
I
you know,
don't-
I'm sorry. He fights the Hydra. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Wait,
They did-
Kyle, are you trying to tell me that he did not go from zero to hero?
No,
Just
see,
like
that.
that.
No, I'm sorry. That is
Jared,
true.
that
is
is
true.
the best ever. Thank you
He did-
so much for doing that. That is hysterical.
He did put the.
That was not written in the ancient Greek script.
He did go from 0 to hero, and he put the.
They edited that part out. Couldn't fit that on the scroll.
Now,
He lieth the greatest warrior of all time.
He went from 0 to hero.
0 to hero. Just like that.
yeah. Now, Kyle, I want to talk about it because, like, I don't know Greek mythology that well,
Alright.
so I want to see like how flawed this movie is.
Well, it seems like he led an army in the commercial.
He does,
which
actually.
that never happens.
right, I
ever.
figured. But Dave
Was
pointed out earlier
Hercules a
that
human or a god? Because I actually don't know that mythology guy.
alright,
Because
let
he's
me
part of Shazam, but I thought he was a human.
No, let me give you a little history on Hercules. Hercules is the son of Zeus. That's true.
Yes.
Zeus is his father. Zeus has a son with a mortal named Acclame. I forget how to pronounce her
okay.
name.
1 point for accuracy
That's
so far.
true. I've read the description of the movie. He grows up. He has a family. Hera, the bitch she is, Zeus's wife, eternal wife, goddess of marriage and family and motherhood and all that great stuff, gets jealous because Zeus has a son who has like godly strength because he's Zeus's son.
Okay.
And she drives him mad and makes him kill his entire family.
Okay.
Children,
Wow.
wife, all that shit.
Right.
And then in retribution, because he murdered those people, he has to go through the 12 trials to prove himself worthy as a person and a hero and to
Okay.
become a god.
Okay.
Because, he killed his family, not anyone controlling him or driving him mad or anything,
Right,
because
right.
that's how the fucking old myths go. Mm-hmm. So he goes through the trials, which he has to fight the Nemean lion, the giant hog, which I don't think he kills.
Okay.
Clean the stables.
All right.
They were really mean horses.
Okay. So basically, minus the mother, there's no accuracy whatsoever based on this in Greek mythology.
Yeah, I think he basically goes through all the trials and then dies, and then they welcome him to Olympus.
Okay.
He becomes immortal. No, he becomes immortal. I don't think he ever becomes a god, but the Romans treat him more as a god than the Greeks did.
Okay. So
Well, this is made by the most greatest director ever, Rennie Harlan. He made Die Hard 2.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say, Rennie Harlan did Hercules.
Yeah, this one, the one that he saw.
Yeah.
What else has he?
Jeez.
What else has he done? The name sounds familiar.
He's done Die Hard 2.
Die Hard 2 isn't that bad.
It's not bad. Out of all of his stuff, it's not bad.
Die Harder.
Yeah. Probably the best title ever. God damn it, I'm blanking. He did a couple other shit movies. He did Mindhunters. You know what Mindhunters is?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's with Val Kilmer, Christian Slater. A couple.
No,
of-
you don't even need.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer and Christian Slater stars.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. Probably the best thing about Mindhunters is that Val Kilmer is a meat puppet. And then there was a bunch of other stuff. I'm blanking. I'm totally fucking blanking. Look it up, Kyle. You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Well, I kind of wanted to give like a brief synopsis of the movie. I mean, you said you read the description. The movie starts off with I forgot the fucking name.
Oh, I'm sorry. He also directed Deep Blue Sea.
Ah,
And we all remember Cuban
Oh,
Gooding
Deep Blue
Jr.
Sea.
getting
Yes.
into an oven.
yes, I do. I remember that. I remember LL Cool J in the.
Oh, cool. That's
In
what
the-
I meant. Are
yeah.
they both in it?
I know Samuel Jackson and LL Cool J are in it. I don't know. I think you're mixing up
I
your
mix
black.
of LL Cool J
Yeah.
and Cuba Gooding.
They
a lot.
do. They are black.
They are. They are.
They definitely are.
Holy shit, Thomas Jane was the main character of Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah, it's easy forgettable.
I
Yeah.
almost want to not insult that movie because I like Thomas Jane so much.
You know, it's not a bad. It's a guilty pleasure.
But you know who's
Can I
in
get
it?
back to my
I will,
synopsis?
but 1 second. Frank Welker, who I just mentioned earlier, is in
It all comes full circle.
is in Deep Blue Sea as Parrot Sounds.
Parrot sounds.
They couldn't record parrots or something. Frank Welker has every single fucking alien voice. I mean, not animal voice ever.
God damn it.
But anyway, go on, Jose. What,
So,
what did Hercules do? Did he fight the bad guys?
Yes, and the bad guy ended up being his technically mortal stepfather.
Well, of course.
Zeus?
No, stepfather.
It's so funny if you watch the Disney version. His mortal stepfather is like a happy, like old man.
Yeah,
father
that's
who's
right.
like, oh Hercules, you can lift that house.
It was more of a Superman thing with.
Is that part of
Ooh,
the
look who's
mythology?
Look who was also in Deep Blue Sea. Stellan Skarsgård.
Oh shit! But no, is the stepfather being bad? Is
he's
that
a
in-
I'm
crazy.
sure he hated Hercules because he was not his son.
Yeah, but the guy I forgot his name, but he's a crazy war hungry lord.
So he was a king of Greece.
Yeah, and he was known as
He was just a king.
He was known as the Slayer of Kings because that's what he did. Whenever
Where was he? Where was it?
what do you mean?
Where did Hercules supposedly live?
I don't know where exactly in Greece. I don't think
They
they
didn't
even
give you a city state. Like
No, they didn't actually.
that's weird.
They didn't even start up with like this BC, blah blah blah.
Well, because Hercules is pre Greek civilization.
Yeah.
It's Greek myth.
It was Greece. Like the movie starts off with the father leading an army to this other kingdom, and instead of the two armies fighting it to the death, it's
Wait. Do they take one warrior from each and they fight?
the kings, the respective kings of each
So
army.
it's sort of
actually.
like Troy, except without predators.
That scene in Troy is awesome.
badass.
It's badass.
So-
yeah, he just like jumps up. But enough of good movies.
So yeah. So after he returns home and celebrates, his wife.
He's like, Zeus fucked me.
No. We're gonna get to that. His wife is like saying like, "What the fuck are you doing? Enough with this fucking conquering, you crazy asshole." Then she goes away with some old, I don't know, teacher, I guess.
And who ends up being Zeus?
No, she goes to a temple. I believe it's a temple of Hera. And then Hera arrives, and she's praying for someone to stop her husband, who's a crazy warlord.
Okay.
And she says, Zeus has been keeping a close eye on you, and he will grant your wish.
Putting me to sleep here,
Hercules.
You are
bud.
to bear his son.
This seems really boring as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, which is so
this is
counterproductive.
not-
Hera would do anything to not have Zeus fuck a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big thing anywhere.
So there's a weird scene where she's getting fucked. We don't see anything.
Really? He didn't even turn into like a bull? Anything?
You don't
or
see
anything?
you don't see Zeus at all in this movie, which that bugged me a lot.
That is weird because Zeus will take any advantage to fuck a woman. He will turn into an
No,
eagle. He will
he
turn into
he
a
fucks
bull.
her. He fucks her, but we don't see him
But
fuck her.
but invisibly doesn't count. That's Zeus likes to get in there.
Yeah. So then
Zeus will change into her husband to be like, "Hey, honey," and then fuck her and then be like, "Bye, fuck you, you're
So
my
then,
son."
the husband walks in, says like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then
Raise him well or also kill him.
tries to
Kill him anyway.
tries to find this man who fucked his wife, and they found nothing. Several years later,
Zeus.
9 months later, they wanted to give him a different name. When he was born.
Heracles?
Was it Heracles? No, it wasn't Heracles. That was
His Greek name is Heracles. His
It wasn't-
Roman name is Hercules.
It was neither. I forgot what the fuck it was.
It was Jim.
It
Hey,
was Jim Myers.
Jim
from
Myers.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
His father's Bill Myers.
Yeah, it's Jimmy.
It's
Jimmy's
a-
a good kid. Jimmy's
Yeah,
a good kid.
Jimmy is a good kid.
He was
Uh,
on the podcast.
Jimmy Myers and
was he really on podcast? This is really great.
What was his birthday? We weren't
It
going to
was
not
his
let
birth-
him on.
So
Yeah.
Tennis's birthday is really important.
No, it was Tennis's son.
All right.
It was Tennis Jr.
All right.
Jimmy Myers and Jimmy Bond. They both got together.
Guys, the sooner you let me finish it, the sooner we can stop talking about Hercules. I just want to get this out.
Talk about my AC trip.
Yes, the sooner I can finish Hercules, the sooner we get to that.
All right.
Anyway, so the father says he'll be nothing like his older brother.
Who's his older brother? Hercules had a brother?
Again, minus the name of the mother who gave birth to Hercules. There is no accuracy whatsoever to Greek mythology.
Wouldn't you feel so bad if you were Hercules' older brother? You're like, oh, look at this little squirt. My dad wasn't even in the father. I'm gonna be so much better than all of a sudden Hercules is like lifting like houses over his
Yeah.
head. It's like, oh,
Well, that's another thing about the movie. That's another thing about the movie that kind of bothered me. He doesn't have his god powers the entire time.
at all?
around the second half, he gains them.
Well, I mean, Hercules never had god powers. He was always just abnormally
So
strong.
it's
Okay.
like Fred Claus except with Hercules.
Oh my god, I want to see that movie.
Okay. Then here.
Fredcules.
Okay. Then,
Hercules.
here's
Sorry,
our,
Vince Vaughn.
here's our superhero comparison. Then he starts off with like Batman level strength.
So, very adept.
Yes, and then he gets like Captain America on steroid strength.
Spider-Man.
Okay, let's go with that. He gets Spider-Man strength.
Hercules is super strong.
Yeah. So when the movie
Or
starts,
Hercules level strength. Hercules is a Marvel character.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
so there's this. Then there's there's a scene where he's with the princess. They're lovey-dovey and all that
Banging.
crazy shit. Yeah, and then his older brother comes in. Is like, what the fuck's going on? They go back to the
I'm
palace.
banging this princess.
They go
Hey,
back,
bro, what
they-
are you up to?
They go back to this palace, and the girl that Hercules is banging is now being forced to marry his older brother.
So
Yeah,
I guess
no,
he didn't bang her. Oh, no, actually, the Greeks are not very... They weren't as virgin-oriented as, like, the Christians are. They were just like...
Well,
hey,
that, I mean, that
Whatever, dude. I don't even.
That was-
I'm not even following
Yeah.
your
That,
story.
that actually does become. That actually is a slight concern.
Because Hercules has his seed in it. A
No.
quarter Zeus.
No, they're just saying like, is her womanhood still intact?
Oh.
And they never.
Hercules was like, nope.
no.
Yeah, Hercules like,
And then rode away.
no, they don't say
Fuck
it.
the shit out of
Yeah.
that 7 ways
So,
from Sunday.
Hercules and the princess try to run away. They get captured, and then instead of and the king's like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. You're going to war. You're going to Egypt.
That was an odd turn.
Yeah. No, they get rid of Hercules, and so that way his old.
Do they not know he's the son of Zeus?
No, they don't actually.
Okay, I was about to say, because I would not fuck with him. Just
Yeah.
on, like, if you piss off the big man, all of a sudden there's a lightning bolt in your house.
Yeah.
Hey, my father, is
Nope.
the Z guy.
At this point, only two people know he's the son of Zeus:
Not
his
Zordon.
mother and the old
And
teacher
Zeus.
dude, the old teacher.
Okay.
So the king sends the guys to Egypt with an army of 80.
80.
Yeah, of 80 men. It was supposed to be 160. They bring it down to 80. Turns out it was an elaborate plan to get Hercules killed,
Yeah, of course.
but it didn't work. Hercules and the captain end up surviving.
It's just like the end of Sherlock this season. What?
Yeah.
Did you
I
see
saw-
the last
and I-
episode?
and I have to-
Thanks, Kyle.
I have to watch
Thanks.
it.
That's I know. That's why I did that intentionally.
So Hercules and the other guy are. What happens is the helmet that lets him know that who it was found, and Hercules gets rid of his old human name and then assumes the name Hercules from there on. Because his mother called him that at one point, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
I don't know why they call him Hercules. Because in like Heracles is like gift of Hera or gift for Hera. Is the name Zeus gave him when he was born because he was trying to appease Hera because Hera was so goddamn pissed that he fucked another mortal.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when that's constantly happening, eventually you get annoyed.
Just easier to pronounce, maybe.
Yeah.
Hercules. Heracles.
Yeah, the Romans call him Hercules. The Greeks call him Heracles. I don't know what it means. I really don't.
Yeah, but so then him and the captain are sold off to this underground fighting ring. They trick the guy who quote unquote owns them to go back to Greece because they have a special tournament. Where
How long is this movie?
97 minutes.
yeah, it's actually not that long.
This seems.
It
seems
moves.
longer.
It moves fast. It moves fast actually.
But let me guess. During the tournament, he's about to die, and then he inherits his powers.
Nope, still not.
Jesus
It was-
fucking
it
Christ!
was-
How'd
it-
you sit through this movie?
Yeah, this feels like
This
it's
just
taking a
sounds-
long time.
This sounds like you're watching
Can I just
Gladiator
say-
without all
alright.
the quality.
Yeah, but so
Here are the two things I've taken away so far. Is that one, Hercules for some reason has a brother, and two, the Greeks were very okay with sloppy seconds.
Oh, without even a doubt.
Oh, they would, of course.
They were the kings of sloppy seconds.
so
Of course.
Hercules
They
wins
invented it.
Hercules wins the tournament. Starts
they
running.
invented democracy and sloppy seconds.
Yeah, we don't talk about that in history class.
He wins the tournament, starts rounding up an army to go up against the king. But at some point he gets captured. It's chained to it's chained to pillars. The old teacher
Oh, the pillars.
the old teacher was killed in front of him. And at that point he accepts that Zeus is his father because he kept denying it.
Actually, supposedly, when when Hercules became immortal, he had to stand by the pillars of Olympus. He guarded the pillars of Olympus, which was the entryway for all time. And that was his, like, immortal gift.
Okay.
Like, you
Oh,
got to
that's
do
a nice
that.
gift.
Isn't that great? You get to stand by two pillars forever.
Almost done.
Thanks, Dad.
Almost done here, by the way. So he inherits the powers, starts leading the army to the king's castle, tries to do the same thing that the king did in the beginning of the movie, denies it.
Lightning comes down.
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
He draws out. But here's where it gets fucking gimmicky and stupid. As if it already hasn't.
He draws a sword.
So he does
He
a
draws
power.
the sword up into the air,
power
and
of
lightning,
Grayskull.
lightning strikes down into the sword.
The power of Grayskull.
Yeah. Lightning strikes down to the sword, and he now has this giant electric whip. And just destroys...
Oh, he actually has electricity powers?
What's up?
He has electricity powers?
No, but it is that Zeus enchanted the sword with his own thunderbolts. I guess it's gimmicky and stupid.
That's
Do you
at the end of
know
the trailer.
What?
You can look at that as at
Do
the
you
end
have
of the
any
trailer.
idea what Hercules actually did? Hercules was a large, brutish man. I think he had a some kind of animal wrapped around him,
I
He
think
actually
so.
did have that at the
and he
end.
carried a club. That
Carried
was
a
his weapon.
club.
His weapon was a club.
Right, again,
Oh, I didn't.
again, no accuracy whatsoever. He takes down the army, tries to fight his father one-on-one, and for some reason turns off his god strength.
Wait, you
how
can
do you
turn
do
off.
that?
There's
I
a
don't
switch?
know. I don't know. This is where I start getting angry.
He has no idea about DNA
Yeah, he turns off his god strength
or GNA.
to fight his his stepfather one-on-one, and was losing for a while, which that even baffled me even more because his father's fucking 40 plus at this point.
I'm sorry,
past
but this
his
just
prime.
makes Russell Crowe and Gladiator look better.
Yeah, it probably
Yeah.
does.
Because he was already way better than fucking
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix. Then he got stabbed in the side.
Yeah.
Well, no, Joaquin Phoenix was a bitch in
Uh-huh.
that movie and cheated.
Incestuous bitch.
Yes.
Right. So and then out comes his older brother with the with the girl.
His fucking older brother.
Yeah, who-
what was his older brother's name?
Why is he such a big deal?
Yeah, is he a really big deal in
Was his name
the movie?
Mycroft?
I wish almost.
Mycroft Elise?
Mycroft.
Okay, so the girl forces the knife through her and kills the older brother. Hercules kills the stepfather.
Wait, the older brother was evil?
He was kind of a douche.
He was the son that
Yeah.
the father was.
I was
Yeah.
kind of rooting for the older brother.
Are you serious?
Throughout this whole explanation, it's like I just want him to win.
Hercules becomes the king. They live happily ever after. The fucking end.
Hercules becomes a king? Oh my god.
Yes, the fucking end. As I
I can't
said,
talk about this movie anymore. This movie's hurting.
we're done. We're
Hurting
done.
my soul.
We're done. It deserves its 2%.
It deserves 1%. It deserves half of what it
That
got.
being-
50% of its 2%.
That being said, I got exactly what I expected.
Oh no! If I'm going to a Hercules movie, I expect something related to Hercules.
Oh no, the thing is, I knew this movie was not going to be accurate. I knew it was going to be just.
I went into Disney's Hercules, and I know what happened. I know what Hercules' life is like, and I watched Disney's Hercules. I love Disney's Hercules
'Cause it's a fun
I
movie.
go back and watch Disney's Hercules.
Yeah.
I watched the TV series. I watched the movie. James Woods is fabulous as Hades.
Yes.
This
But were
movie
you
sounds
expecting... No, that's
awful.
stupid.
Meg, I was not expecting Meg.
Yeah, right.
But
you're not.
I was expecting nothing more than a gimmicky movie with some type of theme to it to show off the 3D effects. That's all I expected.
It was in 3D?
Yeah,
You saw it in 3D?
yeah.
I'm saddened by many things.
No, again, I knew it wasn't going to be an accurate movie. Is that Rock one? Is the Rock one going to be accurate? Do you
I
know?
hope so.
Probably.
I think it will probably be more accurate than this one.
It's got.
I can see
it
it-
doesn't take much effort to be more accurate.
I can see it following the 12 labors.
All right,
So
It's the title of the movie. It's called Hercules: The Trachean War.
well, I don't know what that is, so that's automatically less.
Yeah, it's automatic. It's done.
All
No.
right.
What they should do is do the 300 sequel, throw Hercules in, and just have him fucking start throwing.
Is your mom gonna see that too?
The other
I think
Hercules
I
movie?
think that's no
302?
No,
300.
she knows nothing about
Rise
that.
of an Empire.
Yeah.
Oh, the
I want to see it. Did you see the trailer?
I did.
I was like, fuck, I want to see it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
It's too little, too late. I mean, like it's been what? How long has it been?
7 to 8 years.
A lot of years.
It's been a lot of years.
Why is it called 300?
Many
No, it's not
many
called
years.
Why is it called that?
It's called 300 Rise of an Empire.
Oh, this is 302.
It's
I-
a
No, that was a joke.
Alright.
Well, it stars Bill Myers.
It's not starring what's his face.
No, Gerard Butler died in the first one.
Yeah, no one.
Spoiler alert.
I'm sorry. Leonidas is killed in the end.
The only one who's back
God.
is Lena Headey.
She's really?
Yeah, I think she's the only one back. I remember seeing her in the trailer.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Well, she's broke as shit, so I feel like she's
Well, you
gonna
know
be
what?
in
How many
everything.
acting gigs have you gotten lately?
No, but like she's filed bankruptcy. Yeah, that was like in the news way back.
Who is this?
Lena Headey or Headley
I don't know her name.
I don't-
What's her name from? What was
from
her
Game
name?
of Thrones.
I know. What was her name?
Oh, her. Oh, is that because she did Dread?
No. She's the character.
she
She's
didn't
married.
invest in
She's married to Gerard Butler's
Leonidas.
character.
She was the queen in the first one.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
got
yeah,
raped.
that's
She was the one that got raped in the first one.
Yeah.
And we were all like,
Yeah,
oh, that's weird. But
That's the woman from Dread.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it's because she was in Dread. She had to get paid from Dread.
I think everyone who was in Dread went bankrupt because they were in Dread.
That, you know what?
Not true.
You know what? What's his name?
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban's on TV now. Suddenly he's
Yeah.
he's demoted himself to TV. He's got to make up for that Dread money.
He does. Yeah.
But let's move on. Let's move on from movies.
Yeah.
Alex has an article open that I'm very, very interested in.
All right. Let's.
And he needs to speak.
How about you read the article? Because you.
Well, do you want to
fucked up.
preface it, Alex? Do you know what you're talking about?
Yeah, I do. But like basically, in
Talking to the
China-
mic.
You're talking to the mic, you drunk son of a bitch.
Shut up. Basically, in China, there
You
has
talk
been
normal.
a 14-year console ban. Like honestly, anything that
Oh,
has
yeah, I
been
heard
made
It was
about
foreign-
lifted. They can sell consoles now.
It's been lifted.
Oh,
but
that's right.
In the past 14 years, there was no foreign consoles allowed in China. That's why there's so many fucking Chinese
Since
knockoffs.
the year 2000.
And why? Why was it banned?
Maybe it was only...
Was it banned like, oh, U.S. bad, China, like that's xenophobic?
Oh, man? I'm sure it was like, they were like, video games are dangerous, and, you know,
Well, some of those kids just starve to death. They just sit in front of the goddamn computer and
it
play
promotes individuality, and it doesn't at all. Video games do not promote individuality.
games.
I would say of all the mediums that have showed up in the last few years, video games do not promote individuality.
That's true. That's very true.
They promote conformitism.
It is very true.
Yeah.
I would think China would be very pro video game.
Yeah.
I know this this article I read a few weeks ago.
But so they lifted
They
the.
lifted the ban
Yeah.
of like foreign consoles until
Yeah.
you know for the past 14
Wait,
years.
it was only foreign consoles? Were
foreign there were knockoffs.
they were like weird Chinese video game
That's why
consoles?
there's,
Yeah,
there's a lot of weird Chinese video like
So-
knockoffs, basically like Game Boy and
Ooh.
Nintendo. There's somebody.
I think we have to get our hands on these.
there's a lot of knockoffs. Basically every single console that came out.
Wait, not, even Nintendo? I think
Everything.
Yeah,
PlayStation,
Yo,
Xbox.
There's nobody in the world that hates the Japanese more than the Chinese.
Oh yeah,
They're not getting Game
Exactly.
Boys in.
that's true.
They literally like pushed boats recently that there was almost gonna be a war between Japan and China again. They hate each other.
They hate.
They're
Between
not
the
bringing-
Chinese, the Korean, and Japanese have like a very
No, Korea and
long-
Japan are pretty alright.
I don't know. No, they them two. They have a very long.
South Korea?
Still any Korean. They have
Isn't
a long-
North
Korea
Korea-
and South Korea are very
I
different
know
places.
that.
South
I know
Korea
that.
is essentially
But still.
like the United States. North
still.
Korea is essentially like
Still,
hell.
Doesn't matter. So they have very long like rivalry.
essentially hell.
North Korea is essentially hell. South Korea is fine.
It's like Lewis Black. They just live in
South
a
Korea actually
colorless
has the fast
country.
South Korea has the fastest internet in the
It
world.
does.
Fun fact.
South Korea has the best internet.
There's so many MMO players in Korea. South
They
Korea.
had to up. They had
South
to
Korea
bump
has
it
a
up so
whole
much.
lot of like they had StarCraft rehabs.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. These kids
I
just
actually-
sit
I
in
need
front
to-
and
I,
die.
I don't think I've ever told this before. I actually was 100% addicted to StarCraft for a while.
Well, yeah, we all know that.
No, like way before I met you.
Well, yeah.
Well,
we
no,
all know
probably
that.
probably like a year and a half before I met you.
yeah. We
But
all
I
know
never
that.
said like I was full on addicted to StarCraft to the point that me and my cousin Tim both agreed we got rid of our StarCraft discs.
Now-
We would not
Now,
buy new
were you
ones.
actually playing StarCraft, or were you doing your cheat code thing?
No, we were playing online, BattleNet.
Yeah.
And like, we were. I'm sorry, nobody plays the campaign of StarCraft except you and Jose.
Yep.
I just hear like stories like that, like with WoW,
It was-
especially with
This
WoW.
was pre-WoW.
Yeah.
like we were fucking addicted. Like every day, like that. Like,
just
we
got to
got
go
home from
on and
school,
play
that's what
hours
it
and
was about.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the point that we were like, "This is fucked up." Like,
But now, Alex, for the 14-year ban, what's besides it being lifted?
do
Anything
they
else?
specify what was lifted? Like, or can you bring in Xbox, or is it
Yeah.
just Nintendo?
No, it's anything. Any foreign console.
They're porting. They're porting
So
American
Nintendo.
shit now?
Anything not made in China is lifted. So only for 14 years, only things that were made in China were allowed in China.
Can you imagine? Well, I mean, can you
Imagine
imagine
that.
being a wealthy? I guess if you're wealthy, you could probably get anything. In China,
what-
if China you have money, you can get
Wait,
anything
is
you
there
want.
such thing as a middle class in China? Is there such
No,
thing?
there
okay.
is, but there's not.
But, like,
there's super
alright.
poor people, and then there's the wealthy people in
Right.
like Beijing.
The wealthy people.
The wealthy people could probably get anything they want.
They can probably get away with
All right.
it.
They
Yeah,
get away with it,
but
but
can
still.
you imagine if you were like a moderately wealthy person that didn't quite have the connections out of state,
Right.
but you have the money?
Well, but can
that's-
you imagine how much they would have paid for a console?
They would have paid out the
Thousands.
fucking ass.
Thousands. of
Because
dollars.
they pay like $10,000 for like a freaking iPhone. So
Yeah.
Oh wait, they can't even get
They can now. The iPhone.
That's part of the ban?
Do you remember the no? Do you
it's
remember
too
the
expensive.
iPhone 5C
C.
came out? C stands for China.
China. Yes. It's a stand for
They-
China.
For the first time, iPhones are being sold in China, and that's why the
That's
C,
what the C stands. That's not for color.
C-
and that's
for
why
China.
the C is cheaper.
I thought it stood for color.
Yeah, that's
No,
what I said.
China.
No, they're saying it's China. It was the first one to ever be sold in China
Ah.
because it's cheaper, so the people in China can afford it.
Wow. That's insane. That I didn't know.
It really is.
I thought it was
Imagine,
color.
well, the year 2000, what? The PS2 came out in 2000. So
When
imagine
PS2 came out in 2000,
PS2 came out in 2000. Imagine not experiencing the PS2,
Wow.
the PS2 at all, or the PS3, or
when did the
anything.
PS3 come out?
2006.
That's a shorter life than I thought the PS2 had. I thought it was out for like a decade.
Well, they
PS2
were still making
PS2
games
was-
afterwards.
PS2 was supported for a decade, till 2010.
Yeah,
So they were still making games, but it
Jesus.
was technically sports games they were making.
yeah, I know.
I mean, supported. I mean, that's what it
Well, I
meant.
remember the day that Halo 2,
The servers
it-
went down.
Yeah, that was like-
I was in,
That was a
lot of
big
people-
deal.
A lot of people
I
cried.
was
That was a
in
big
freshman year of
deal.
college when they came out. Like apparently,
Where were
there was-
you?
Yeah, there was, apparently people were like online,
Yeah, and so
still
went
online
down.
like, until their consoles blew out.
It's crazy though. Like, why would you do? Because that one was clearly still active.
It was.
Why would you ever knock that
The
down?
only reason is for them to make a remake, and they haven't done that yet.
Yeah, Halo 2.
Well, because
No,
they don't want people playing the old one. They want people buying the new one.
Still,
Yeah, they want Halo
But
4
Halo
and
2
Halo
was-
this.
They want Halo 4. Well, and also it's not like PC where some crazy fan can just buy the servers and run them out of his basement like they do with most games.
That's true.
It's
That's-
Xbox. They control everything.
Well, to be fair, it's not PC.
Yeah.
There's a reason people are not playing PC games. It's easier with consoles. It's
Even though PC gaming is pretty, like,
'Cause
it's
for-
top
for
of the
the
line.
record,
Why am I
the
arguing
Combat
about
Evolved,
against PC gaming against my
servers
friends?
on PC are still up.
Too many of my friends are PC gamers. At this
I'm not
point.
even a PC gamer, and I know it's way better.
And maybe converting soon.
It's 100% better, and I'm going to convert
is.
eventually when I have money. But I don't have money, so
don't
I
have-
need to
I don't have-
defend Microsoft.
Yeah, I don't have money or the time to invest.
I don't
in
even
this.
play any video games, so I'm never going to become a PC gamer. I don't know why I'm lying to everyone.
Yeah,
Me neither.
but so 14,
Yeah, you don't play video games, I'm sure, Alex. But
14 years.
bringing
Jesus.
this up, yeah, 14 years is big. I mean, does anyone else have anything to say on the China ban?
Not really.
I mean, just imagine like how like
Yeah, how you go
not
that
experiencing like the evolution of video games for 14 years.
You're also in China, which is a super oppressive government.
It really
Yeah,
is.
you have bigger things to worry about,
I
honestly,
mean,
when
like,
you're over there.
that just mainly just like awakened me to like how deprived other countries are.
Wow, really? Wait, this really is like the moment that Alex Ryder was like, "Oh my God, the world isn't good."
No, not that, but just
In
Really?
Africa they don't have TVs,
I know, but just it just adds to it.
And they get the losing shirts for the Super Bowl.
and they don't have food or water,
No,
Yeah.
I'm like other words, but
Real
China-
problems.
China,
and malaria is
but
still there.
besides just government, China is a
Malaria's
profitable.
still a thing.
China is a very.
Malaria does suck.
It's not a poor. It's not a poor country.
No. The government isn't poor.
Yes.
The country is poor.
Okay. Yes.
So the country is extremely poor.
Yeah,
Government
Besides
is the richest people on the planet.
Yeah, but besides
They
that,
they own us essentially.
To an extent,
Outside of the three cities,
Well, they own our
China's
government.
very poor.
Yeah,
That's the
they
problem.
definitely own our government.
They own our government, but the problem is our government doesn't control nearly 1% of the power that people in our country control.
Yeah.
Like people in our country control industries that control China that owns the government.
Yeah,
So people in our country own the government. They just do it in a really roundabout
Ah.
way.
and they do it in a shitty
Hong
way.
Kong is different because Hong Kong was owned by the British until maybe a decade ago.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
not,
what?
that's-
Wait, what are you
that's
talking?
not
is-
true. You're talking about a century ago, not a decade ago.
No,
No,
not a
it's-
century.
Isn't
well,
Hong
not
Kong-
even a. It
Hong
It was
Kong
more
owned
than
by
a
the British
decade ago.
It was about like 2000.
No, I know what
something
you're
like
talking about.
that.
It wasn't
But that
actually
was-
owned by the British. It was
was.
owned roundabout.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was actually controlled by the British.
The British don't own anything anymore. They're all just.
They
holding
all
on
had
their
to
own
give
stuff.
back their flags.
Yeah, well, that was the last thing, basically.
They're holding it. Yes.
They all had to give back their flags. They had to turn in them.
Are you talking about
Eddie Izzard, yeah, they had flags.
Well,
every...
do you have a flag?
No. Well,
No,
what
what
are
do
you
you mean
talking
a flag? This is our country.
This is a country.
What's our flag? And I have this rifle known to me by the National Rifle Association of America.
So the rebels are here. Oh,
Did they bring a flag?
what do they want? I don't know, sir. But they
But they brought a flag. Oh dear.
They brought a freaking frag.
All right. Well, Alex, I've been wanting to talk to you. This thing happened to me for the last I don't know, 15 years, I've been playing Pokemon Red or Blue and Yellow and Silver and Gold over and over
For
again.
15 years.
For 15
For
years.
about 15.
You
But
just can't leave it
as
solid.
I've never moved on past those two.
Why?
Because the other ones suck. And
That's
recently,
further than I've gotten. I can't get past yellow.
And recently,
yeah, I can't pass you.
I've started to play Ruby.
Where were you? Okay, you played
Ruby's
Ruby
fun.
for the first time since
I'm in the middle of it. I'm in the middle of it.
11 or 12 years ago.
I'm in the middle of it.
Alright.
And I don't like it.
It's
So
the
you-
same
you
goddamn
literally
thing.
It's the same thing!
It's the same
It's not.
thing.
It's I don't know where I'm going. In all the other games, I know exactly where I'm going.
So you haven't played. Hold on, let me get straight. Before you get into anything else, you haven't played a Pokemon game since Gold and Silver.
Well, I keep playing them.
You keep playing Alex, Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, and Silver, Crystal for.
No, I haven't played Crystal. That's too far for me.
Alex,
alright.
Alex, just remember,
Not in
I
Crystal.
never exceeded Generation 1. So
You haven't even played Gold and Silver.
You never played Silver and Gold?
Nope.
Oh
You
man,
are
what are you, a
trash.
child? So yeah, I just started
What
playing.
are you, a
Now let me
child?
ask you guys this question: Have any
think
of
the
you
Prime
heard
Child
of
was the word
a?
Kyle
It's a
was looking
PC
for?
mod, but it's called Pokemon Ash Gray.
No, but that
Yeah,
sounds
I've heard of
cool.
that.
What is that about? Is it about Ash being gray?
It's just it's basically the first two games combined, except also like it's yellow, blue, and red
So
combined.
you mean there's no goddamn
But you
Pokemon
also
that you
have the
to...
option to play along like Ash's storyline of the show.
Well, don't you have to play along the storyline of the show?
No. Didn't,
Isn't
right?
the storyline of the show basically the game?
No, it's loosely. The show is loosely based on.
I know, but
the
he goes to
original
every
games.
he goes to every town.
But Yellow is more of the the guy you can.
I know. I just beat Yellow the other day.
Yellow.
Oh well, yeah, no, I mean like the way you get Charmander and Squirtle is exactly the way in the show. It wasn't that way in
okay,
Yellow.
Yeah.
I mean, like
that
Little,
sounds
little
fun.
details like that,
I mean,
nothing too big.
Obviously, the game came first. Then the show was loosely based on the show with a
They
different
made
character.
Yellow.
Different character. The guy was not named Red. He was
I
named
know.
Ash.
We've talked about this.
Yes,
They
and
came
then-
out with Pokemon Origins recently.
Yeah, and then Yellow was based more upon the show. I mean, like you can choose the name Ash, and he carries a Pikachu around, not in a Pokeball.
But hang on. But I have a real problem with Ruby.
all right, what's the problem?
The Pokemon are completely not likable.
Not likable.
They're just. It seems like they're random. Like it just seems like random things popping up.
You feel like they just kind of ran out of ideas?
Yeah, and this is Ruby. There's been like 19 generations since.
I think they ran out of ideas by Black and White. That's my personal opinion because I played them when they came out. Pretty much when they came out. I played them every single game when they came out, and I thought they ran out of ideas around Black and White when there was an ice cream Pokemon. There was a garbage.
Wait, did you say there's an ice cream Pokemon?
There's like
There's,
vanilla,
wait, like Pokemon are food?
right? Yes, vanilla or something is based upon an ice cream cone. There's a garbage can Pokemon.
There's Oscar the Grouch, as a
Yeah, that's
fucking
what I was thinking.
Pokemon.
Yes, there's like a garbage bag Pokemon.
But like I'm on.
Now
Ruby.
they're just making
I'm on,
Sesame Street Pokemon?
Here,
I
guys,
don't know.
guys,
It
I'm on
sounds like
Ruby, and there's literally a seagull. It's just a seagull.
Yeah.
There's nothing different
No,
about
wait,
it.
you-
It's just a seagull.
You didn't know about Wingull until right now.
I think I watched Pokemon and might have popped up. Whatever. I was playing it, and I was like, it popped up, and I was just like, hey, that's a seagull.
Yeah.
There's nothing remotely different
hold
about
on.
it.
What was Pidgey besides a pigeon?
Yeah, Pidgey was first.
So
It was okay.
So what makes different? What makes Pidgey different? Besides
When you're like,
Wingull?
when did
Pidgey's a pigeon.
when did
Wingull's
Red
a-
come out? When did
Wingull
Red
is a
when did
seagull.
Red come out?
In the 90s?
90,
late
97.
90s?
When did Ruby come out?
95.
2002.
Oh my god! I'm really
Yes,
far behind.
2002.
But don't you think they should be a little more creative than that? One's like-
They just took, okay, we had a pigeon,
But
and,
have you seen
and we had
Pidgeotto?
and we had a crow.
But have you seen Pidgeotto?
Yeah,
Pidgeotto is nothing that exists in this planet.
exactly.
Pidgeotto and not Pidgeot. Pidgeot. Pidgeot is nothing that exists on this planet. Pidgeot is fucking bad.
Hold on.
But then all of a sudden it's like,
What
okay,
about Spearow?
we're running out of bird types.
But Spearow.
Seagull?
Again, Spearow is nothing
And, okay,
interesting.
I'm sorry.
Spearow
I'm sorry.
Is a
I know we
goddamn
don't cry
monster.
during the episode, but is Butterfree anything more than a regular butterfly?
No,
It's
but that
just a
was
butterfly.
But it's
You
different.
can get away with that because it's early stages.
No.
Butterflies are not that big.
Yeah. Well, this one.
Butterfree's a butterfly.
Fair point.
All right, Wingull. The Pokemon you saw that was a seagull. Have you ever seen the evolved form, which is
I own it.
Pelipper?
I own it. It looks like a
Yes.
pelican.
It looks like just like a pelican.
It's just a pelican.
Just a pelican.
It's a pelican. I have it in my
Well, it has- it
lineup
has a
because
really
I held
big
on to
beak.
Pelipper for a long time.
Or how about like the Electric? Have you seen that yet?
Is that
electric,
the gator?
the electric Pokemon?
Is that the
Electric.
gator?
No, it's green and it looks like a dog, but it's electric.
It's a gator. It's an alligator.
It's not an alligator.
It looks exactly like an alligator.
No, it doesn't.
I can't recall. I don't remember.
It looks like an alligator, and I was like, "Hey, I caught an alligator." I'm glad.
Why don't you type it up and pull it up? You have technology in front of
no.
You know
you.
what, Dave? You're very
A
smart.
lot of
Yes,
it. No,
thank
it's
you,
just
I know.
I don't know. A lot of them were bad. I don't know. The game was just very non-intuitive. I'm still playing it. I'm gonna keep still playing it. No, but Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Silver and Gold were all intuitive. You were like, you go here, you go up, you run into people, you fight a battle, you go to the next town, you get it. You did it. No, I know what Electrolyte is. Electrite or whatever. It looks like a fucking crocodile.
No, it doesn't.
Let's
I mean
see
it
what
does.
this
It
is.
looks like a crocodile.
Come on, load, damn you.
You've seen that.
No, right there it doesn't look like a crocodile. When you get to the bottom of the mouth, it looks like a crocodile.
I don't know
Looks
why I'm
like
so
some-
slow, but
It
yeah.
looks like a dog, duck, alligator
Yes,
creature.
I know. Let it finish.
I don't know why it's so slow.
Like, I don't know. It was like this
Wow,
weird.
do you have Bulbapedia on Bookmark?
Maybe.
It's okay to be nerdy.
Why was
Alex.
it Bulba? Why was it Bulbapedia? Why was it Pokepedia?
Because Bulbasaur is 001 in the national.
And it
Dex.
wasn't a Pokepedia. Doesn't
I
it
don't
look
know.
like a fucking crocodile dog?
Maybe, but still, like, how is that less creative than the first generation Pokemon?
I didn't say that wasn't.
But still, like, it doesn't
He's
make,
useless. I
it
have
doesn't make
him.
any sense why you would say the first generation of Pokemon was less creative than the future, the Pokemon that exists today.
I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
make any sense.
I don't know. Maybe not less creative. It's just less fun. There's just less fun. in
It's
it.
nostalgia.
Yeah, I don't even
Less-
know because like every time something evolved, I was like, I don't care.
I mean,
Also, why would you keep?
You're right. The old ones had much shittier graphics.
Why would you keep Kadabra? Why would you make Kadabra have to trade to become Alakazam again?
Yeah, why is that
Remake
so
again.
like a? Why
Like, still-
Why did that become a thing?
I caught Abra, I evolved him to Kadabra, and I was like, this is going to be great. Where later on, I don't need to trade him, he's just going to become Alakazam.
well, it's simple.
He
because
did become Alakazam! I still have Kadabra! He's like level 50!
It's a very good marketing reason why you have to trade in order to evolve. Because,
I know, but
because you want two people to buy a game.
But
so
make
you
new
gotta trade-
Pokemon! Make new Pokemon that you have to trade, not Kadabra again. I just want Alakazam!
I think the
If
only
I
thing.
had to guess, it was probably a ploy to sell more copies.
It
That way
is.
people
Probably.
could trade.
Yeah.
No, it is, but make Electrite. Make him you have to trade.
There
Don't
are-
make
there
Kadabra!
are- No. You're saying there's no new Pokemon that need to be traded.
No, I'm saying
Yes,
not
there
the
is.
old
think-
people!
I think
No,
the
they have
cool-
to be that way. For some reason, like, the way they evolve can't be changed. If they evolve
It's
by
called
trade,
consistency,
they're
Kyle.
evolved by trade.
No, in a different country they can evolve. Explain to me
What? That's you what?
why you have to trade a Pokemon
For
them
it to
evolve.
Because Nintendo wants you to buy two games so they can
No,
make
no,
you
no, no. I'm
trade
saying-
so you can evolve.
In the world
What?
of Pokemon.
It doesn't make sense.
In the
Evolve,
world of
obviously.
Pokemon, there needs to be rules to everything.
There are no rules,
Marketing.
Kyle.
It's the same thing with the new games. There are new games where you have to hold. Now it's hold something, hold an item, and then trade.
Does Kadabra still have to be traded?
Yes.
Oh
it
my
does.
god, I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah, I feel
not-
like okay. Can we get over
They're
that? Can
not
we
going
just
to
move?
change it.
All I want is an Alakazam.
All right. The way the
What
first,
about a Machamp? Why do you have to?
Nobody
Oh,
wants
yeah.
him a tramp. Shut up.
I want him a champ.
the way the first
I want him a champ. He's
Nobody
so
wants him a
cool.
champ.
Yes. The way the first
Me and
generation
you,
of
Jared.
Pokemon are evolved is the same way. Even with X and Y, it's the same
All
way.
of them, nobody stops.
No, but it's all the same thing. Like Haunter has to be traded to evolve the Gengar. It's the same thing. They're not going to change that. Because this is how
Why?
it is. That's because that's how people know. Like I don't know. Like, maybe for once they realize that the old fans are still playing the new game because they know you have to trade Haunter to evolve the Gengar. You have to trade it.
No, the old
Kadabra.
fans would all be fantastically delighted if you don't have to.
I don't know.
If you don't have to trade them.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm pretty sure
maybe
they would
because-
be.
Because it's impossible to know how 700 Pokemon can evolve. Is that
700?
impossible?
700?
There are 700 plus Pokemon. in
God damn, this is why
Pokemon
Ash
world.
hasn't achieved anything.
I know, right?
What?
He's not even made
Well,
a
Ash
dent.
is a faggot. He was never made to be Pokemon Master. He's a faggot.
But like,
Ash has got to
Pokemon
stop
League?
with the
What?
Pikachu.
Didn't he beat the Pokemon?
He's gotta
beats the
stop
Pokemon
fucking
League
the
every
Pikachu.
fucking season. But
That's impressive.
yes, but he doesn't get new he gets new Pokemon and then stores the other ones away and never uses
That
them
just
again.
means he's like, you know what? I'm gonna start from scratch. I'm gonna be a good guy.
Yeah, but it doesn't make you a Pokemon Master.
And he's now level like 175 Pikachu.
The
to
first
kill anyone.
episode says, "I'm Ash. I'm gonna be the Pokemon Master."
He
never,
lied to you. Get over it.
never.
He li-
The show's been going on for
His goal is to catch them all.
No, it's not.
No, that's the song's goal.
the song
song's
is catch them
goal.
all. Ash has been on TV since 1990.
He's definitely said in the show, "I want to catch them all."
Ash has
Probably
been
in the first episode.
Ash has been on TV for 1997.
They will never say that. I
19
guarantee in the last 10 years, he has never said, I'm going to catch them all.
Right.
No, probably not.
Besides the first season.
No,
Even-
like up until Indigo Plateau,
Right.
there was definitely a scene where he said that.
That's even being generous. The first season saying he's gonna catch them all, but the show's been on for since
That was not
1997.
the first season.
Yeah,
Indigo Plateau.
it's the first season. That's the
Yeah, I
first
guess
Pokemon League.
He does that in the first season?
There are 70-something episodes in the first fucking season. That's how long Pokemon's been on the air.
Jesus fucking.
There are literally 1,000+ episodes of Pokemon out there. Pokemon's still going on. Ash is still fucking on TV right now.
The only cool thing about Ruby was Rayquaza. That fucking
Rayquaza is fucking amazing.
yeah, that was the only cool thing that I
I
remember
had to
about
ask, are
that.
Team Aqua the good guys?
I mean, it depends on your game. If Team Magma is depend again.
I'm in Ruby.
I forget Ruby. One of them is good.
Okay, then it's Team Aqua.
Right. So Team Aqua is good. Team Magma's bad, depending on the game you have. If you have Sapphire, Team Aqua is good. Team Magma is good. Team Aqua is bad.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's nerdy shit.
Yeah, but still, I can't believe you play this.
And you're questioning nerdy shit on this show with us.
You're all a
I
bunch
know.
of freaks.
You guys are all a
You're
bunch of
playing Ruby and
fucking
Sapphire right now. The first
burning
time.
What's
pine
Ruby?
Yankee
Not
candle
like
on your
Sapphire.
balls.
You're playing the third generation Pokemon right now.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like it. I'm about to stop and go
I
back
don't know.
to Blue.
Like
but-
third generation is personally my favorite generation.
What generation?
It's my personal favorite generation.
No, what generation?
The third generation, Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald.
I have
That's
a
good.
odd
Whatever.
leaf creature.
Leaf Creature. What's his name?
He started as Trico. I don't know what he is now.
Oh, is he like a wobbly tree guy?
Trico, Grovyle, and Skeptile.
Yeah. that's
What
one.
the? How do you? Stop.
Hey,
Stop.
I've been playing Pokemon since it came out since 1990.
I know.
So
I,
why?
1999.
I think you should stop.
No.
Stick to blue and red. That's
I mean,
acceptable.
honestly, the games hasn't excited me
Silver and
since...
Gold was good.
Yeah, Silver and
the
Gold was
games
very
have
good.
not excited me since Black and White. I thought Black and White was kind of meh. X and Y, I mean, it's very fucking easy. It's very easy.
It's just all
I
the
mean,
same
have
to
any
me.
of them been hard?
Yeah, you play X and Y.
You
It's
said X and Y are easy.
Very fucking easy.
But he said, "What's hard?"
I don't know.
Now, but how was the 3D element in X and Y?
Well, first of all, they didn't put any of the world in 3D. The entire world's in 2D. The only part that is in 3D are the Pokemon battles.
Which look fucking awesome for the record.
The Pokemon battles are in 3D, which are awesome. Like stereoscopic 3D, I mean, like visually 3D, not polygonal 3D. Polygonal 3D is the whole game. Like
Cal,
there are
can you
numerous
hand me
sprites.
that jewel over there?
But stereoscopic 3D is only in
I
battles,
wanna
and
play
as
with
soon as you
it.
enter a double battle, it becomes 2D. It's just inconsistent. It's I don't know why they do that.
Because they can't they probably still have to work out some bugs in the 3D system.
But still, the 3DS has been out for 2 fucking years since the console
No, but I'm saying
came
but
out.
the people who are running Pokemon have to are still testing it
Yeah,
out.
still, because
They still have to fuck it.
They're like,
I'm shocked that Pokemon has not taken advantage of all the Nintendo systems.
Me too. It would
coming
make
out.
so much
The
money.
non-handheld systems.
Okay,
makes so
how
much
great would a Pokemon Snap 2 be with the Wii U?
Stop.
It would be. It would be amazing. Even with the regular Wii, it would be amazing.
Why the fuck would you
Because
want to play that
The Wii
game?
remote would be awesome as a
Pokemon
fucking
Snap is
camera.
awesome.
The Wii remote would be amazing with a camera.
It would, but
That would
not
make
even
sense.
Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap's awesome, but there's so many chances you could take with the Wii that they have not taken.
No, that was you.
Yeah, really.
What was the stadium one that was
Pokemon
on the
Stadium?
64?
Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon
Wow,
Stadium.
that unoriginal as fuck there, guys.
That was the first 3D Pokemon game. It was Pokemon Stadium. You just import
That was pretty awesome.
You import your Pokemon from Red and Blue or Yellow and put them on the N64.
Which
That
one
was
had
fucking
like?
Genius.
Which
That
one
was
had
kind of a
the
revolution.
It was.
Which one had like the figures you put them on and they would go? Like you had like
Skylanders?
plastic.
Skylanders?
It's
Really?
kind of like it was kind of like
That was a
Skylanders.
toy, dude. It wasn't. It
Pokemon
was.
never did that.
It never interacted with the game consoles.
No,
That was a toy.
that was a toy.
You know what? Fuck. Pokemon Skylanders. How How much money would they fucking make?
Oh my god, that's
Well,
Pokemon
this is actually the last thing we're going to talk about because we do have to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
you just go to sleep.
Yeah, sorry.
No, all right.
I saw on your desktop, you still have the Pokemon MMO thing
Yeah.
that we were playing on our fabled trip to New Jersey last year.
Yes.
I still say we should do that
We did
again.
not talk about your Atlantic City trip at all.
No.
We will.
We did talk about gay ass fucking Pokemon, but okay.
No, we'll talk about your Atlantic City trip both off mic and after,
Yeah.
and next time. But
Off time.
we went to Atlantic City last year, and we all discovered Pokemon MMO. Was it
Time
you
out for a
who introduced
second.
that?
We were not in Atlantic City.
Wasn't
Not
me.
Atlantic City. We went to New Jersey, I said.
It wasn't
Yeah,
me.
but you said Atlantic City just a second
Okay,
ago.
well, he went to Atlantic
Yeah,
City.
I
We
went
went to
to
New
it.
Jersey.
It was basically
Which also Atlantic City is technically New
It was
Jersey.
Yeah.
basically Benjamin, Doyle, and Kevin who
No, but
played
who
it.
introduced it? I'm sure Doyle and Kevin were not like, hey, I found this cool
It's
thing.
probably Benjamin.
It was Ben.
It was Ben.
Really? Ben found something you didn't know?
Yeah, Ben introduced everyone to it.
And we all played it that one night.
Ben got an entire group of men in their 20s to play a Pokemon MMO, minus me.
Granted,
No
Oh,
problem with me, obviously.
he was not that
I was
hard
there.
himself.
Yes, you were,
Yes,
Jared.
Jared, you were there. Congratulations.
I was there, guys.
You did it. You were in person.
You
I
were
was a part of something. I wasn't just a voice.
Although to be fair, I don't think you joined the Pokemon thing that week,
Really?
or that weekend.
I distinctly remember that your ass hurt that
What?
morning.
what?
Your ass hurt that morning after you slept in the same bed as Doyle.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me first. I was like,
No.
my ass was fine.
That's
Jared.
not true. That's a
Jared.
lie.
Jared
What? They-
woke up
I
saying my ass hurts. I was like, I wonder
You're-
why.
That was a joke, you
I
moron.
know, but still, it's
That's
funny.
a lie. But
They did shower together.
shower together.
They showered together.
I see no problem with that. We have a big water shortage in this country.
Wait,
That is an absolute truth.
I love
Did
it.
shower together.
Wait, you guys actually showered together.
You were there!
I wasn't?
You were.
It was in the fucking hotel room!
I can't allow you to drive.
Butt naked. You showered together butt naked.
Well, that was never
I don't know if
confirmed.
that's true. They walked in the shower, they both showered, they came out, and we went about our day.
Sort of.
I don't remember that.
Whatever happened in there is business among men.
So, Jared, what
But
exactly
in
happened?
all honesty, we were in swimsuits in
All
the
right.
shower.
Yeah,
Don't
that's-
you dare say that. This whole episode is done. I don't want to hear that.
This could have been
are
a
gay
great
lovers.
game show
You guys are
right
gay
there.
lovers, and that's it.
No, they were.
They're gay lovers.
Anyway,
No, they were. We actually have an episode called Marital Issues because those two aren't together anymore.
But Pokemon MMO, which was the whole point of this, how is this not caught on to be like a national craze?
Because it's a third. It's like some random dude decided, like, okay, download the ROM and fire it or leaf green.
But I played it,
Yeah.
not for long. It's fucking good. Good as a Pokemon game.
I mean, I played it maybe like once or twice since that trip, but I don't know. Like you have to do a lot. You have to download the actual ROM of Fire Red or Leaf Green, which a lot of people
Wait,
don't know how
do
to
you?
do.
'Cause I don't
Yes,
think I
do.
did
you
that.
You have to. I had to do it. You have to download the ROM of Fire.
Probably didn't realize it.
You have to.
That's weird because I know it took me a while to download it on the trip. I downloaded it on the trip and played it.
Mine over for a while because I had like some.
What was
ROM
I
shit.
doing
Or
on
something.
the trip?
You were,
Oh, I was reading Secret Origin.
yeah, you were reading my large stack of comic books.
You
I gave
were.
you.
And then I put my glass in top and I got mad at me for that. I remember that.
What?
I put my alcohol glass on top of your stack of comic books. Like, don't put that there.
Why the fuck would you put your glass in my comic
Exactly.
books?
Exactly. You got mad. Like, don't put that there. Put it somewhere else. Okay. All
It's
right.
not a coaster.
Seriously, I mean, the only things in the room that had any value, not our fucking computers, not our phones,
the
not our
comics.
money,
It's
not
all the
anything. The only
comics.
thing that had value. Anyway, I'm hiccuping,
You are.
so
Yeah.
we need to end this podcast. I think this was one of our best.
Definitely. Oh yeah, because I was ready to kill Alex for like 20 minutes.
I think it was fun. I think everyone.
Oh, it definitely was.
I think everyone had fun. I think Dave had fun. I think
I
Alex
think
had fun.
this
I
group
had
has a
fun.
good chemistry.
There is good chemistry.
Yeah, we should start a podcast, the four of us plus Jared.
Yeah, maybe we should.
You know, maybe we can call, like, I don't know, just casting.
Maybe.
You know, J for Jose, K for me,
And then fuck everyone
A for
else.
Alex, and D for Kevin. I added a D.
D for Kevin.
We made the T for D because of you.
Yes,
Because of you.
because of me.
So we're just kidding.
What are we on YouTube, by the way?
What were the T? But
Is there a T or a D? 'Cause
I think we.
I started this with a D for for you.
For me? For me.
But I don't
For
know
you.
what the person that established the YouTube name was.
That was me. I think you spelled it with the T.
You're a monster.
No. The thing is, we had to. For some reason, YouTube was being a dick and wouldn't
Oh,
let
yeah,
us
YouTube
do it.
already had a
Yes.
just casting with a D. So.
Yeah, it was weird.
Right. Exactly.
So you're out of the podcast. Was what we're saying.
No.
See,
When
that's
the-
what I'm
This
saying.
was our farewell podcast to Dave. So
Yeah.
Well, like I said,
Dave thought
I hope to have
Casino
a-
Royale was more important than us.
It was at the time.
well, like I said, I hope to have an actual website by the end of
the end of 2014.
and the
up?
The end of
2014.
2014.
That's
Easter.
our
Easter.
2014 New Year's resolution.
I want
is
to get.
have a
I
website.
want it done before Easter. So
Provide the overseas.
How about a lot of 2014? The end of 2014, we will have a website. We will have all our episodes up on it, and
the overseers?
You hear that, Billy? You hear that? It's coming.
we will have 25 fans.
I want this jewel
That is a
forever.
there's a website. There's like a million websites. Just look up Chaos
no, stop.
Glass Chaos Emerald.
Stop. Or like general like green diamond.
No,
jewel.
that's how they advertise though.
I know, but if you paid for not Chaos Emerald, you probably pay less.
What is it? It's broken.
Oh, you got damaged because I dropped it.
Anyway,
good
let's
job.
end
We're
this.
on. We're
Yeah.
talking about this before we got it.
We're
Remember-
done.
Remember the overseers?
Alex,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
We'll
I
talk about that
remember
off
the
mic.
Overseers.
All right.
It was our original website thing. All right, everybody. Have
Alex, I
fun.
gotta be awake in 5 hours to go to work. So we gotta end
All
this.
We're done.
All right, everybody have a good week. We'll do this next week, hopefully. These two will definitely not be there because they hate us. And we'll talk to Jared because Jared likes us.
Yes.
I
And
do. I do.
hopefully,
I had fun tonight.
Thank you, Jared, even though you said very little. I very much appreciate you being here.
Yeah. No, we love having you, buddy.
And hopefully, I'll tell my Atlantic City stories.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, we will.
We're gonna start off with those.
We shoot Atlantic City.
I will hear them right now. and
You've
then I will
been
hear them
gone
later.
for so long.
Jose should fly us to
He
Atlantic
doesn't even
City.
know what Dave's last name is. Anyway,
Serrano.
good night.
Jose should fly us to
God
Atlantic
damn
City.
it. Let's go.
All right.
End it.
Have a
I
good
know
week.
Dave's last name.
I know you do.
Good
See
night,
you later,
everybody.
buddies.
Night.
Good night.